And here we are, only 6 minutes after the scheduled start time, which is practically ahead of time. And we're working on Twitch because I just heard myself in my own ear and had to fix that, which is why I stopped talking in the middle of a sentence. So yay, that's working. Here we are. My name is Kevin. This is Dirty 20 Gaming. It's Friday, so this must be Fun Shot Fridays, where me and a bunch of my friends gather together and play a really silly game, a different one every week. All of us here are either involved in or watch some really serious roleplay multiple other nights of the week. So a little decompression on Friday seemed like a good idea to me. So, having said that, tonight we are playing... actually, let me introduce the people first. Let's do that. With us tonight, some of these you're going to recognize from various different shows that I'm in various different places. I'm just going to do them in order that are on the screen here. To one side of me, we've got Robin, who is you've probably seen from the Ironsworn game tonight. She is playing Luella, the raccoon. On the other side of me, we've got Noctum Sky, YouTuber, gamer of many things, who will tonight be playing Floof, the raccoon. Yeah, we know where this is going. There's going to be undead somewhere. We know it's coming.
Yeah.
Bone walkers.
Yeah, well, yeah. Speaking of bone walkers that will almost invariably show up tonight, on the bottom row over on that side over there, Austin, who again you may have seen in the Ironsworn games. He is playing the only returning character to this game, the only one here who has actually played Crash Pandas before and did it with me. Declan from
With
the first
varying
game. Now,
levels of success.
Now Danger Declan is back with us this evening, played by Austin. Directly underneath me in the pictures here is our new friend. This is probably the bravest person at this virtual table tonight because they are from the chat over on Mercs of Mischief. And I opened up the chat and said, anybody wants to come and play with us, come play. And you very bravely said, yes, I would like to do that. Because if I'm not wrong, you've never streamed before? Is that right?
Nope.
Okay.
No,
You've never played Crash Pandas?
never.
No, and I know for a fact you have never met any of us before, like 25 minutes ago. So,
Right.
bravest person at the table, right there, Vola. She will be playing for us this evening. Another happy name, Sunshine. And we'll see whether there's any undead involved with that.
Maybe.
And then down in the bottom corner, you might have seen him here last week. Last week he was an orc. Tonight will be completely different because he's playing a raccoon named Dumpster Dave.
But will it?
His media presence is Roospar. You'll hear me tonight calling him either that or Nick, because I've known him for before he was Roospar. And these are the people that are going to be playing this ridiculous game with us tonight. Speaking of ridiculous games, hello everyone. Well, look at all the people. Hello in the chat.
Have you noticed I think you're double streaming Twitch in the video channel.
Oh, I know what. Hang on. Bam. Fixed. Yep.
And one.
There.
Two.
That'll
There
fix
we
it. Yeah.
It's actually going to be
once
18
Twitch
of
gets
us.
going. Yeah. No, I had the wrong window open, so instead of the map, they were seeing the bottom third of my Twitch channel or Twitch stream. So with that first technical glitch out of the way, now I feel like I'm warmed up and ready. This game that we're playing tonight, we are playing Crash Pandas. This game is so much fun. I have, as anybody who's ever seen me play anybody's game will know, before I even say it, I changed it. I made it a little more like Rallycross this time, so bear with me. The creator of the game, the guy whose brilliant idea this originally was, Grant Howitt, is famous, infamous, depending on how you want to put it, for these amazing little games. These are great games for just a bunch of friends hanging out. It takes zero time to get prepped. He does a whole bunch of them. Havoc Brigade last week was one of his. We're doing another one next week that's his as well. They're available all over the place, and a lot of them are either free to download, legitimately free to download, or pay what you can. So go buy a bunch of his stuff and pay what you can, because they're amazing games. They're a lot of fun. With that, we're going to create some characters while we explain exactly how this game works. So, you guys have pieces of paper because we're going old school tonight. So, down at the bottom of the screen here, you are going to see one of the macros called stats. Each one of you can hit that button for me. And we'll see what you end up with. Oh, wow.
What just happened?
Declan, the all-star. I almost want to make you re-roll that. Wow.
Holy
Okay.
cow.
Wow.
Luella, oh dear. Okay, yeah. So, you guys, those are your stats. That is exactly how technical this game is. You have 4 places that you can put these 4 stats. Robin, you throw shit at me later. I'm sorry, it's a random number
That's
generator.
okay. Oh, Nick, it's a macro.
Oh, you got to open up 3 macros for this one in the collections bar. The 4 while you're doing that, the 4 stats that you can choose from are alacrity, which is your basically moving quickly. In other systems, you might call it your dexterity. Your second stat in this game is, I love this one because I get to pronounce it, is your chutzpah. This is, they very politely call it carrying off schemes, ruses, lies, and disguises. I call it being so outrageously bold that you bluff your way through everything. The third stat is ferociousness. Scratch, bite, and claw. This is it. This is when push comes to shove and it's time to start punching things. This is the stat you want high in. And the final stat, most people's favorite stat in all of role-playing, never mind just in this, and I'm sure Nick will be back shortly, rotundity. This is your ability to remain steadfast in adversity thanks to your general roundness. So that is that stat. So take those 4 numbers and put them in those 4 stat blocks for me, please. Don't tell me. Don't tell anybody else. Nobody needs to know until you get to use them. We'll get Nick caught up as soon as he gets back.
I think he's having some audio issues.
Yep. And he's turned off his video so we can't see him swearing into the darkness. I appreciate that.
Hopefully when he fixes it, we'll be able to hear him.
So the 4 of you, let me know when you've got your stats in.
Yep.
Thumbs. Everybody's got their 4. Excellent. The next thing you're going to do is that equipment button down at the bottom. Each one of you press it twice, but I want to do this one at a time. So let's have our guest go first. Vola, go ahead and smash that equipment macro button twice for us, please.
Okay.
Oh, you got the box!
So, yes,
Ooh.
you start this. Each one of you is going to start the game with 2 items. The reason for that is you have 2 hands and no pockets because you are raccoons. So, Vola, you show up for the race on race day. You show up with a cardboard box, empty, of course, the best kind. And you have, whether you're wearing them or not, you have in your possession a very bad fake beard and glasses. Like the beard hangs off the glasses and one side's kind of taped on, and yeah, it's bad, but it is a false beard and glasses and a cardboard box. Next, let's have Luella roll. Give us 2 rolls and see what you get. A broom, yep. Which I must mention is the all raccoons are broom phobic.
Ah.
It's the ultimate weapon to be used against other raccoons.
Now, is this
broom.
a raccoon-sized broom or a human-sized broom?
This is a narratively appropriately sized broom. Stop asking technical questions. They have no place in this game.
Okay.
There, you've been told. And you also have a fake beard and glasses.
One of us is going to have to change.
Okay,
I trade her my beard for her glasses.
Sky, would you like to go next?
Sure, let's do that.
See what you get. Another broom and a dog mask. What kind of dog? What kind of dog is it?
Stop asking technical questions, Kevin.
No, this is not a technical question. This is a narratively important question.
What's the floofiest dog?
Pomeranian.
That's a good one.
That sounds like a good one.
It's a gray Pomeranian mask. So
Gray
it's still- it
Pomeranian that
blends.
somebody has
Aw.
taken black felt pen and kind of painted eye thing like a bandit mask on. So, so another broom. You guys just like you all went to the same dollar day sale. So next, who's next? Yeah.
Austin.
Danger
Oh,
Declan
yeah.
digs around in his
A police siren and a
And a
banana.
banana.
I think
Oh.
I think I came prepared.
You've got a snack and a siren.
You're back.
There we go.
Excellent. Good stuff. So you have
Just in time.
Yes, Declan, you have a police siren and a bandana. This is just the siren. This is not the lights. This is just a little
Oh, so it's
box
just the
that
sound.
screams.
Is it like the ones where they just put it on the top of their car?
Yeah, except there's no light attached to it. You know what? Yes, there is. Yes, there's a red light attached to
Stop
your
asking
police
technical
siren.
questions.
Stop saying no, Kevin. Damn it, we hardly
All
started.
right, I need to roll some stuff
You
here.
need to roll
What
4
did I
stats.
miss?
So roll hit the stats button.
I don't see a stats button. Where is
I don't
it?
think it has
Okay. In
macros.
that case, first thing you need to do is go into collections and open up the 3 macros.
Collections.
Macros should be roll
Oh,
dice,
right,
equipment, and
right,
stats,
right. Collections. 3 macros in.
and then
Bar.
quick macro, and then macro quick bar. Excellent. Then
Stats.
stats, if you please. Holy
Whoa.
crap! Just when you thought you'd see,
He is Danger Day.
here it is. It's the 2 hard ass. It's the 2 hard asses that got all the stats right, so they can back their shit up. So Nick, yeah, your 4 stats: alacrity, chutzpah, ferociousness, and rotundity.
You gotta
You
put
have 3. Which one gets a 2? That's all you need to know. The other 3 get a 4.
You know,
Don't tell us.
I think, yeah,
Don't
I
tell
think
us.
I
Yeah,
know.
Don't tell
I
anybody.
think-
Nobody else told us.
I think, honestly, I lost all my writing implements.
Just remember
So
which
I'm
one of
just
those
gonna-
4 it is. That's all
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta do.
yeah. This is gonna be easy.
Yep.
and then
Rolled the same thing
And
as
then
Austin.
roll equipment twice. Hit that equipment button twice and see what
that
you
was
start
when he
with.
lost stream and just swept everything off the table.
Okay, perfect. You have the
Another-
police siren with the
Wow.
blue light. So you got the red light, you got the
Oh,
blue
you
light.
both have the lights.
So you
work.
guys can match. And a lead
Oh
pipe.
yay!
Because
That's
you are
about
from
my
the
speed,
dumpster.
baby.
Yeah. So this makes sense that there's so much overlap because you guys are the chosen ones. But just before we get to that, hang on. I almost started without the thing. A very, very good friend of a lot of ours did a really amazing thing for me. So I have to show
Hello,
you.
Raiders.
Hello, Raiders. Raiders have arrived. So you guys got here just in time for the official introductory video. And with that, here we go.
Well, I have it turned all the way down myself.
And there it was, ladies and gentlemen.
That
Nerd narrative is
No.
That was
amazing. Thank you,
good. Oh my
Sarah. That was
goodness.
awesome.
Thank you, Sarah.
Completely
Thank you,
unasked
Sarah.
for. She just one night said, "What's this show about?" And then sent me one. For those of you that saw last week, she did the one for Havoc Brigade as well. She did my intro for Iron Sworn. Just amazingly talented human being.
that means we're gonna have to start running this regularly.
Well, yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah. You know, with the number of people that are asking to be in it, this could be every 6 weeks. I could just rotate this cycle all day long. Anyway, before we get any further than that, let's get started. You guys are the chosen raccoons of speed and glory. for various reasons, which you know yourselves, but I don't, and I don't want to because I want it to come up in game. You have been picked by your group to come here and race. The 5 of you, in fact, trained together on a specially built custom raccoon race car. Amazing piece of kit. It had 5 different pods in it. Each one of you sat in your own pod and had your own functions. There was
Was this a
almost
cardboard
no
box?
relationship between them and the way human cars work. The problem is, you got to the car park where the race is being held, and it's been stolen.
Oh, those shitheads.
Oh man.
So you're standing on the ground floor of a parkade. The race starts on the roof in half an hour, and you don't have a car. You do know each other. You've trained together for a while. You're looking around lost, and you hear this little voice in the corner that says, "I could help you."
Uh-oh. Declan's standing there. He goes, what's this? Eh? Who is this guy? Where'd the car go? What happened? Anybody?
But it was locked, wasn't it?
It beats me. It beats me, man.
Yeah, a couple of kids stole it. Real pros. Took them
Oh,
like 10
damn
seconds.
kids.
Couple of jokesters.
The
Look,
weird
I
part
mean-
is they were so big they had to lay on top of it to steal it.
I mean,
I don't know why they're going to use it. I don't understand.
I got my own problem with snitches, but if you don't tell me, I'm gonna have my people come after you. Where'd my car go?
You got bigger problems than that. You got a race to win. You need a car. I can solve your problem.
Why can't we just boost one of these?
Because I got keys for 4 of them.
Oh. All right. I didn't even think of
There
that.
we go.
What you got? What you got?
And he kind of bends over, and you can see just his ratty ass sticking up as he's reaching inside the hole, and he starts pulling out. I mean, he's this big, right? He's a rat. So he's pulling out these sets of keys. Some of them have got 15, 20 keys on them and a key fob. They're heavy. He's hauling them out, and he starts pushing them out in front of them. There are 4 sets of keys. And he looks up at you guys. They're for that one, that one, that one, and that one over there. And he points at a gray, nondescript minivan. You know that color of gray minivan? It's almost green, but not quite. That
Ugh.
every
Yeah.
minivan in the world was painted for about 10 years. It's that one. There's an old limo, but not like old enough to be cool. It's just like 20 years old and kind of run down. There is what I am going to insist on referring to as an open-topped off-road vehicle, so as to avoid any brand names. And the 4th one is a forklift.
Oh yeah.
we all thinking the same.
Forklift.
So there's a minivan, a limo, an off-road, open-top off-road vehicle, or a forklift.
I like
Oh.
that open top number over there.
I mean, look, the clear answer here. Look at the thing with the spikes on the front of it. I mean, if we're gonna find these kids that boosted our ride, we're gonna need something that's looking kind of nasty, you know?
And spikes do make things go faster.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
There's only
yeah.
like that much clearance between the ground and the bottom of the thing.
Nah, I can
That's
fix that.
technical.
Look,
That's
I know a
technical
guy.
issue.
All right.
They're, mechanically speaking, they're all absolutely identical.
Yeah, but I like the open top one. So
The forklift is technically an open top.
What if we
Technically.
spike the open top one with the
but those
spiky one?
but the tires are so tiny. I want the
mesh
one with
them
the
together.
big tires.
Ah, Luella, I'm loving it. Why don't we pick up getting the spiky one, right,
Right.
Mhm.
Go on.
and we that one, right, the one with the
Open-topped one.
yeah, and we just like Ooh. And then we got them both.
Well, maybe we need the spiky bits for our car when we find it.
Look, watch. I'll show you. Mr. Rat Guy, come here. Listen. I got no problems with you. My friend here, she'd like to take your spiky vehicle for a test drive, if you don't mind.
Well, let's take the spikes off of that one, put them on the ones with on the one with the big tires.
That's not a bad
That's a
idea.
really good idea, actually. I don't even know why I didn't even think of that.
You turn around, the rat's gone. From
It's
inside
hot.
his rat hole, you smell freshly brewing coffee. The 4 sets of keys are just on the floor.
All right, well, look.
The rat's simply just a rat.
We're gonna get these keys going. All right, let's get this car going. We're gonna look. You brought your pipe, right?
Yeah.
All right. Listen, all we gotta do is use the pipe, pop the spikes off the spiky one, and stick them on the open top one. That's all we gotta do. Look,
Done.
easy.
All right. And as quickly as that, because raccoons are incredibly resourceful, you guys now have a spiky off-road vehicle to call your own. There are no seatbelts. There is a roll cage and no top. So
Nothing to slow us down.
nope. And now forklift tines on the front of it. Excellent. So, strangely enough, I did not foresee this. So you're going to have to just use the regular old open top off-road vehicle token that I have just put on the map here. And you're going to have to just pretend that it's got spikies on it.
I don't know. I'm a little busy pretending I'm a raccoon. You're asking too much.
And I've already put it on the map, but it's not yet there. You guys are still down in the basement or on the main floor of the parkade, and you have to get up onto the roof.
All right, well, let's go then. And then once we're done, we'll just find the kids that boosted our ride, right?
Definitely gonna mess them up.
And my boy over here, Mr. F, Mr. Floof, he's gonna be captain in this lovely vessel that we have going on. Isn't that right, Mr. Floof?
Loof is still where the old car was, and if you've seen the video with the raccoon when it dips the cotton candy in water, just that. No, it was right here. Well, and it just these big wide marble eyes, just like, why'd they do it?
It's all right. It's all right. We're gonna find the guys that did this, and my boy Dave over here, he's gonna break the kneecaps. Like it's gonna be easy.
Dunk.
And this lead pipe that you've got is now all bent out of shape because you used it to pry the forks off of a forklift and then just drive them into the front of this vehicle, and they're sticking out above the tires, and yeah.
Ain't gotta be straight and break no kneecaps.
No, I assume you've also sharpened them, of course, the forklift
Oh, yeah.
spikes. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
And I've
Of
got
course.
a broom.
And you got a broom. There are
Come
several
pokey
brooms.
enough to go
Sweep 'em
through a
off.
car.
All right, let's go see who these chumps are upstairs, and then we'll see what
You
happens.
should
Yeah. I'm all for it.
and edited and controlled by
Let's
Paul,
go.
and that should do that. So you guys get in, and so as not to spoil the fun, the 5 of you jumping in various places in this vehicle managed to get it up a spiral. You can try to imagine driving 2 stories up that without any knowledge of how human cars work.
And
up
this thing
onto the
steers
roof.
from the
There's-
back.
Yeah, there's paint missing off the sides, and yeah, this is half a forklift and half a truck. Forget just it only has spikes on the front. It's got everything, all the features of both. There,
Oh yeah, I
And you
remember
guys-
this place.
you up onto the roof and pull to a stop. And because you remember how the race started last year, Declan, you get them to park pointed at the down ramp.
I don't know. We did all right
Yeah.
with the backwards thing. Uh,
But we want the spikes pointing towards people.
yeah, that's a good point.
True.
Right,
No,
right. With
yeah.
with the points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're coming out right where the headlights used to. Two big shiny spikes. Like like horns on a horns on a
tusks?
bull. Oh yeah, tusks. Yeah, even
There you
better. You
go.
got it. They curve
Elephant
up now.
tusks.
Yeah, just because.
We'll call it a warthog.
Oh,
There
thank you.
you-
Now I
oh,
don't have to call it the
yeah.
off-road vehicle all night. It's the warthog.
We no longer have to refer to it as the what's a correct term? A keep?
So yes, the warthog and you guys get upstairs to the top of the roof. The five of you, the vehicle pulls to a stop, and you look around. There's all manner of vehicles up here. Right beside you, there's like a Mad Max dune buggy. It's festooned with weapons and chain guns and all kinds of ferocious nastiness. There's four-wheel drives, there's motorcycles, there's scooters, there's cars of all different types and varieties. And over by the top of the stairs, sort of in this area here, there's a group of humans gathered. Obviously, the other racers in this. Now, this is an illegal night race. So these people are not wearing fire suits, and there's no safety devices.
I hold up my broom menacingly
I like. Oh wait, hey, whoa!
towards
Watch.
the.
Watch where you're pointing that thing. All right, Luella. Listen, you're at like a 4.5 right now. I'm gonna need you to bring it down to like a 3. Okay.
We gotta show them we're tough too.
Gonna need you to dial it down about 20% there.
Relax and just stay calm, okay? We will get through this together.
Yeah. See, Sunshine's got my back. She knows my blood pressure's high, right? So I can't be working around no brooms.
Just
down the
put it
broom.
away for now, okay?
You mean like this? And I pull out my broom.
Ah, God, why?
No!
You're trying to kill me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on now,
He's
Floopy.
got his pills out. He can't get the lid off the top.
Yeah, my ulcer. You know my ulcer.
Give me that.
And as you
No.
guys get out of the
Yep.
vehicle, the first thing you notice is nobody notices. Nobody makes any fuss about the fact that you're a raccoon.
Yeah.
mean,
They know the name
Obviously, two of
Declan.
you are very well disguised with the fake glasses and beard. But
Oh, I'm not. Luella's not wearing hers yet. But
okay,
this is odd. You know, usually when you do something weird as a raccoon, they notice you. You know, I climbed a skyscraper a year back, and you know, they just televised it everywhere.
Oh, that was
Ah.
you? My.
Ah, yeah. I think I saw that through the window of some house. I don't know. It's on the trash can.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I was gonna climb it to prove I could, and they all freaked out.
and so I think it's because I've been here before, right? Look, these people know who I am. So just, let me do the talking, all right?
Oh, like a celebrity.
Yeah. They
You're the
might
boss.
not be too happy just because, we beat them last time. So,
Ooh.
yeah. Luckily, I got my boy Floof over here because my boy Dash is no longer with us. Rest in peace. Mother Mary watching over him.
What happened?
somebody needs
I
to.
thought it was Father Larry.
Him too. The whole family.
What?
You just go take on care of that there, superstar. Go.
But we got this. Look, all we got. Let's just go see what they're talking about. See what they're talking about. That's all.
All right, I got your
Case
back.
the place. Case the place. Yeah, I got what
Yeah,
you're putting
yeah,
down.
exactly.
So you guys come out of the vehicle and scurry. I mean, you're freaking raccoons. It's all you can do. You scurry over to the group of people, and you get there just in time to see the this kind of older guy. Looks pretty serious. He's well dressed, and he's looking around at all the drivers that are standing in a semicircle around him. And you sort of join that group, and he says, "So safety meeting. Don't die. Safety meeting is now over."
Best safety meeting I've ever been to.
You guys know the rules. Once they're on the track, first one back up here wins. First round, Kylie, and he yells out their name, and actually sitting just over here on top of this little it's a scooter. It's like a little Vespa. No, oh shit, I used the brand name. It's a little nondescript scooter, and sitting on it is this little nondescript person. And he says, Kylie, you're in the first heat. And Val, yeah, survive, Val. And he looks over at this, I mean, she's just like full-blown camouflage, top to bottom, bandana, guns, everything else, festooned all over her. And he looks down at the page again, and he goes, oh, I'm glad to get this one off the roof. Dr. Boyle, and white lab coat, black leather gear, like protective gear underneath it, great big like First World War fighter pilot goggles and helmet, and you can see the bits of his face that are showing are they've got like boils and lesions on it, yeah, I don't want to. And you look over in the corner, and it's funny you asked earlier, because parked right over here in the corner, clearly his car, because it's steaming slightly, in the corner is a DeLorean.
Oh my
It's-
goodness.
It's steaming ever so slightly. The metal looks like it might even be a little bit warped by whatever, and it's making no noise. It's absolutely silent. And, oh, you're here. Declan.
Hey, who is it?
It's the same guy that ran this thing last year.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know you. Who are you?
And as you look up at him, there's a couple of sets of really nasty eyes over here. The people that you beat last year, the truck that you rolled in the very first corner, the guys that the redneck couple, Joe and Jolene, that you wrecked in the very first corner. Yeah, there's that brand new, even bigger truck, and just glaring at you and chewing tobacco and just not respecting your social distancing at all, you know.
Yeah. I'm not really worried about it. Just kind of
Yeah,
comb
just
my
right
hair
over-
back
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit. Comb my hair back a little bit. You know.
Oh, so
Almost,
you got this, and then you use see in my head now. You use not Rogaine, the dye. So the strip, like your bandit mask, goes all the way back over the top in black.
It's balding. It's
Yeah,
balding.
little bit-
Declan's
little bit
old.
of skull back here. Yeah.
I almost see him pulling one of those little switchblade combs.
And then you have to shake the stuff out of it before you put it away. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, look,
Uh,
no
so-
autographs, all right? No autographs. Listen, I'm here to race. All my people are here to race. Which is here to race? Listen.
Nobody
on,
wants
Mr.
your
Man
fucking
Guy.
autograph. Go! And everybody starts
Ah!
to
Scramble.
run to their vehicles.
As
Ballad.
as we run to the warthog, right? We're
Yeah.
running to the warthog. I'm just gonna poke a hole in the tire of the car that we're sitting right next to, just like real slick. Yeah, bah!
Yeah, you hear behind you, asshole, that's my car. And it's the guy that's running the event. It's not- it wasn't one of the cars
fuck
that was
you,
in the
Mr.
race.
Guy.
And you run over and you guys jump in the vehicle. So you guys can all see the map, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. To drive the car, every turn from now on, the race is on. We're not going to talk about these interesting colored boxes quite yet, because we're going to get to the point where they make sense first. But for right now, you guys need to go straight ahead through the off the exit of this parkade, make a right, and get to. I almost pointed with my finger. You need to get to this intersection here. That is where the official race starts. So every turn, as you can see, I will ask you to input a number from 1 to 6. Don't hit enter until I tell you to. If you want to, and you're not allowed to talk to each other before you do this. So there is no planning or collaboration whatsoever. So if you want the car to slow down by 1, press 1. And that's you apply the brakes. If you want the car to turn left, press 2. Turn right, press 3. If you want to use an item, the ones that you've got already, or if you found one in the car during the thing, you would do that. You press 4. If you want the car to accelerate by 1, you press 5. And if you want to do an action that doesn't involve one of your items, press 6. Again, not allowed to talk to each other. Turn left and turn right is 45 degrees. So it will take 2 of you to do that to turn 90 degrees. All make sense?
Oh, don't
Yep.
use it.
Excellent.
Yep.
The one other thing, those are resolved in order. So if anybody presses brakes, the first thing we do in turn is slow the car down by 1. Who wants to keep track of the speed of the car? Because it's just a token, and you can use it on the token. You can use the token
Now we can talk as long as we're not discussing
as
our
long
turns,
as you don't discuss
right?
what you're going to do.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
you click
it'd be
that token right now,
significantly
you can
less
see
fun.
the boxes above it. There's the red box has got a 10 in it. That's its health. So as it takes damage, that will go down. You guys can use an action to fix it, to heal a point. That next number, which is currently a 0, that's the speed. So if 3 of you accelerate, your speed at the end of the turn will be 3. But no one will have turned. So, and that speed carries from turn to turn. So if you did that, you would start your second turn going 3, which is 30.
Okay.
We're going to do
I
miles an
can,
hour, and we're just going to do simple multiply by 10 for real speed.
I can try to keep track of the speed.
Well, we'll keep track. Well, you guys can all click the
Okay.
car. So anyway, so you guys run to your vehicles, and Dr. Boyle runs to the nuclear-powered DeLorean in the corner and fires it up, and you can. It starts to
Does the yellow
glow
about
blue.
Gigawatts.
Well, he's just blithering, and he's talking, and his lips are kind of coming off because of the talk. You realize now he's highly irradiated.
Oh, dear.
Survive Val, Valerie, who owns the Hummer that is parked just behind you here. This one here. She runs over into her near tank and climbs in, and then Kylie, the environmentalist, runs over and hops on their scooter. And all of you head towards the gate. So, if everybody understands, type in your first number and wait for me to tell you to hit enter, and we will do our very first round of moving.
I just needed one more verification because I
Yep.
think I missed it. We're going through this direction, right?
Going,
Or-
if we use normal directions on the map, you can go through either one of those. You're going straight north out to this road. So I'm not going to make you go down the spiral at the very, very start.
Gotcha.
So yeah, good question. So just straight through around this corner and get over to here, where we're going to briefly pause and talk about the pace notes.
Oh yeah, that's no
So-
problem.
So type in 1 to 6. Everybody ready?
Yep.
Enter.
Yeah. Let's go.
Gotta go fast.
So I'll keep track of this. You're now going 5, and you guys go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are screaming out of
Wow,
here.
hauling ass.
He is back here. Turn this way, coming after you.
Oh yeah,
This
Don't
one's
worry
going
about that
straight
one.
Down the other way.
that shiny car. That's one of them electric cars, right? No power at all. Nothing. It's nothing to worry about.
It comes out of the corner.
Yeah, we'll
all
get it, we'll
4
get it.
tires smoking. DeLoreans are not 4-wheel drive, but this one is. Just tires squealing, tire smoke everywhere. Big green nasty glow coming out of the back. You notice the license plate is actually, is it Trillium, the nuclear symbol? It's just
Oh,
6 of
no.
those. Instead of numbers.
In the foreground, Declan is like, "Yeah, you don't. No, we don't even have to worry about that one. Look, it's some." And then it's just like behind him.
It's like going
shit.
sideways.
Just to keep
Go,
everything
go,
close.
go, go.
This one gets smashed. Survive Val just drives straight forward right over the dune buggy. That, like the Mad Max dune buggy, crushes all the expensive equipment and breaks the machine guns. One small bomb goes off in the back, and it's ruined. And you look over, and there's this like Mad Max looking dude standing over. Hey. And she just drives right over it and is heading for the gates. Right beside it, I mean like right beside her, this is a Hummer, so it's in her blind spot, is Kylie on her little scooter. Little helmet on with her little glass perspex thing, window pulled down, her little knuckleless gloves. You just know everything she's wearing is fucking organic. Like you know it is.
Oh dear.
Yeah, but I saw that leather belt. You hypocrite.
No, that's that fancy new mushroom leather, I bet you.
And from behind you guys, you hear everybody else on the roof and a number of people that are hiding in the trees because this is an illegal race. You hear some ooh, ah, ooh, and you hear somebody go, $5 on the red one.
Yeah, that's right. Listen,
Guys
those are
look
my
up, hey,
people.
that's
all right?
us.
Wait, which one's the red one? I can't see any colors.
That's us.
Oh, we're the red ones? Okay. Well,
Well, of course we are. We're the fast ones.
So you guys are screaming down this nearly vertical ramp because it's a car park and I'd let you go in a straight line. So you're like dropping 2 floors at 45-degree angle. The spikes get to the bottom, scratch into the surface of the road,
They are
slam
pointed
down
up.
onto the flats. You look around. You're the only ones down here so far. Round 2. Type in your number.
Oh no.
And no time to think. No time to think. Enter.
Oh no.
All right. I see a 4. Use an item. Declan.
Oh yeah, I mean these guys already got control of the car and everything, right? So I'm just sitting there eating my banana. I'm just trying to get, I got that problem with my blood sugar, right? I got that problem with my blood sugar, so I'm just like, trying to get ready, trying to get limber, doing these things.
Stretch it.
And so, I mean, I got the wind blowing in my hair. I just finished up my banana real quick, and I just throw the peel behind me. Just, wah.
All right. So yes, you fling the banana peel behind you. Let me just.
I make sure I tell everybody you're doing a fantastic job. Yeah, you're doing great, guys. You're doing great.
There,
Good job.
here's the banana. There. It's even a token, so I can move it. Okay. So yeah, and finish the banana. Throw the thing out the back. Next we have 1, 2, 3 more accelerates. So we are now going 8.
80?
Spaces. Yep.
Oh, shit.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh,
And you are now going 8 in that direction, heading north.
Uh-oh.
The wrong direction, by the way. You're supposed to be over here.
That's a future problem.
Nick, you were doing
We don't gotta worry
action.
about
What are you
that.
doing while I move the rest of these?
I'm rooting around in the back seat looking for some
Looking
stuff.
for some more stuff? Roll equipment.
Hit that equipment button. Let's see what we got. Oh my god!
We got 3.
How did we get
Oh,
this
boy.
car? The
You dig
fake
around,
beard
you
and
pop
glasses
You
factory?
pop open the
But,
glove
like-
box and boom.
And I'm like, yeah, like he said, you guys got this. Yo.
So you have now, the 3 of you have fake beard and mustaches. The other ones are coming down the ramp behind you. Again, there's like this much space between Val's Hummer and the wall, but Kylie's right in there, just down the hill. It's over revving already, like it's way past its design features. And,
Did anybody hit the banana peel?
But just in front of them, you notice he's sideways, coming right at the back of your vehicle at speed, completely sideways, undone by a single banana peel, is
Yeah.
a nuclear-powered DeLorean, all 4 wheels just burning. And he's in a full drift coming towards you, looking up at you, and as he looks at you, one eye pops out.
Oh no.
Hey,
Round
like
3.
I said,
this,
man,
this game goes quick, man.
No.
What are you doing?
no autographs. Hold on.
Yeah, just say whatever, guys. Just jump in at any moment. Are we ready?
I don't want to plan this. I just want to know, how does turning work? If one person does it, do we turn, or is it
45 degrees. So
So you need at least 2 people to
2
turn
people
90,
have to turn to get to take a full 90-degree turn, like you guys are trying to do.
but we don't know. We can't
don't know
talk
who's
about
doing
who's
5 of
doing
you.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, I'm ready.
Ready?
Yep.
Go.
Oh no!
Okay, three of you hit the brakes. Okay, so that happens first. So with the car rapidly approaching behind you, 3 of you jump on the brake pedal and shove it to the floor. You guys only move 3 spaces this turn. 1, 2, 3. Up onto the sidewalk. Boom. The forks rip the lamppost off about 6 inches off the ground.
I knew those spikes were gonna be good for something.
Use an item. Dumpster Dave, what are you doing?
Oh, I was gonna strap the siren to the crossbar,
Reach up and
but I don't
spung.
know if I'm gonna be able to do that if everybody spiked the brakes like that.
Oh yeah, no.
Of course you can.
You reach up. You got the blue one. We said this before.
Yeah.
Declan's got the red one. You got the blue one. So you reach up on the passenger side because that's where the blue one goes, and you
Yeah.
slam it on the crossbar just as they hit the brakes, and you and the light, because it's a magnetic base, slide right to the front of the crossbar and go spang against the back of the windshield, and your hand is up
Aye.
there, and it kind of does the Wile E. Coyote where the hand just sort of off the
What
windshield.
the heck are you doing?
What
yes.
are you guys doing? Jeez.
You now have a blue police light on the roof. What in your raccoony mind does that do to improve this situation?
It
You're
makes
a cop
everybody
car
else
now.
go. It makes everybody go slower. Makes us go faster, them go slower. That's how cop
Makes
cars work,
well,
right?
you said it. You said slower first, so I'm going to go with that. So yeah, they're suddenly going to think you're a cop.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
That's your
Everybody
user-
knows red means fast, blue means slow. You know these things, man.
And then
Right.
And then perhaps confusing the pedals. After that happens, Floof goes, "Oh, no one's on this one," and jumps on the gas pedal and drives you forward another space.
asleep
Takes
on
it
the
back
gas
up to
pedal.
6. Yeah, curling up on this. Well, this one's nice. It's kind of long. I'll use it as a.
I
Do
thought
one
I
more
said you
space.
guys got this.
Oh, this is awful.
No, this wall of numbers you're heading towards is not there. What it is, though, is you are now across the sidewalk and about to drive into a park, and you're supposed to be over there.
Uh-oh.
The thing,
This is
the
going
thing
about
is
as
behind you.
well as it can be.
The thing is behind you. Dr. Boyle doesn't care, but he's sliding anyway, so he ends up like. I like this. He hasn't quite hit you, but he's like again all four wheels smoking because of one banana peel. Don't ask. He gets to the curb. This is a DeLorean, right? They're really low. He gets to the curb, and instead of where you guys just drove up onto it, he kind of hits it and starts. So you've got the top of a nuclear-powered DeLorean coming at you now, with him
no.
looking through the sunroof.
Yeah, I'm not really into that, Doc. Get out
Back
of here.
here, Survive Val sees the police light and slams the brakes on, causing her vehicle to slew sideways. And you hear from behind here, "Oh dear!" And you hear "toink" as this little tiny scooter hits the side of a Humvee, and a projectile environmentalist comes across the hood with her little helmet on, boom, across the road, and she lands over here and smashes up against the curb. And because everything she's wearing is organic, it's not good quality safety gear. So yeah,
And
I'm
she's not a
afraid to
raccoon
say
either.
we've had our first fatality.
Welcome to Team
Kylie-
Road Rash.
Kylie
Yeah.
the environmentalist is dead on the curb. Her scooter is now
One
stuck
down,
into
many
the
to
wheel
go.
well of the Humvee. There, now I got one less I got to control.
She goes right into the storm drain. Yeah, sleeping with the fishes.
Oh, and Vola nearly spit all over her monitor. That was.
I did.
So you guys are flying. You're doing 60 miles an hour on the sidewalk going the wrong way. Turn 4. Put them numbers in there.
Okay.
Maybe we should stop pressing some buttons, guys.
And
Got
go.
this.
Where did we start? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Am I the
Okay.
only one?
No,
1,
Sunshine
2,
got
3,
you.
4, 5. So 2 3s, the lowest numbers.
Yeah,
One, four,
we
one,
turned
five,
the
one,
car
six. So
right.
2 3s, yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. It's exactly what we needed.
Yep. The two of you jump
Yay!
on there, and let me grab my. Oh, I gotta zoom in.
Declan just jumps on the wheel, and Sunshine jumps on one side, and his roundness just like cranks the whole wheel to the side.
Oh, speaking of which, I haven't done it up until now, but I'm going to do it this turn. At the end of this turn, because
Yeah.
I forgot until now. I forgot each of our rolls. So you guys you're on the curb and you just up on two wheels. One of the forks digs in and you kind of go up and rotate 90 degrees and slam back to the ground, somehow maintaining your forward momentum in the process. And you are still doing 60 miles an hour, but now you're doing it down the sidewalk.
Pivot! Pivot!
No
Next,
problem.
use an item. Who was that? Luella.
That was me.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah. Before we can get moving too far, Luella's gonna slap the beard and glasses on top of the DeLorean.
On top of the car. Okay. Sure. Where do you want them to end up? On the car or on him?
On the car.
On the car. Okay. So yeah. Where? Like on the window? Where?
On the windshield.
On the windshield. Okay. And because this is Crash Pandas, you slap it on the windshield, it immediately stretches to fit. And his car now has a pair of giant fake sunglasses and a really large fake beard on the hood.
Yeah,
look
because
at that,
obviously
Making
it's
it
not his
difficult
car
for him
anymore.
to see. Yeah,
It's
Hey,
not
there
his
you
car
go.
anymore.
that's right. Yeah. Oh, I see what you've done. He also doesn't think it's his own car.
He
'cause
can't
his car-
recognize his car. It's not his,
His car didn't have glasses and a beard. I understand completely.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
I didn't even think of that.
And then accelerate. You burst out of the way just enough, and you are now doing 70 miles an hour down the curb, down this thing, and behind you. Oh, 6. An action. Dumpster Dave, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing more scrounging because that's what I do.
Just yeah. What's in here? What's in here? You go under the back seats. What's underneath the back
Open up
seats?
the
Give me an
Yeah,
equipment.
I like the back seats. So
You checked the obvious spot, which was the glove box. What's in the back seat? Under the back seats.
Yeah, under the back seats. Let's see here. What's under the back seats? Ah, banana.
A banana.
Another banana.
It's in case my blood sugar gets low again. You know.
This is an under the back seat of an abandoned car banana. So this is
Yeah,
this
the
is
best
this,
kind of
That's
banana.
a mushy
this is
banana.
like a very this is kind of one of those magical necromantic black bananas.
No, that's when they're the best. That's
For
when they're
you
the
guys,
best
yeah,
tasting.
you're raccoons. This
Yeah.
is fine. This is just
Yeah.
well done.
Oh, yeah.
This is
banana.
when the
That's
flavor's
when
the
it's best.
best.
Oh,
Like,
it's
I can tell
perfect.
Sky's into it. He's actually eating while we're talking about black bananas.
So Dave and Declan are just making like banana eating noises the whole time. They're just like like snout raccoon teeth banana.
Yep.
The most
Right
awful
behind
noises.
You, you hear, "It's not my car!" And out through the sunroof comes Dr. Boyles, and he just leaps out into the park and goes running into the distance. "It's possessed! It's not my car!" The car slams back down on its wheels, and you swear as you look out the back seat that the headlights go and look at you guys.
Oh no.
And the car starts to
It's
fall
possessed.
over. It slams
no!
back down on its wheels, and you hear it start to hum.
Did we move forward at all?
Yes, you guys are about to
we
move
just
7
moved a little
spaces
bit.
because I have to move
Okay.
it too. So
Oh,
that's
no.
about 7. Sure, that's about 7. And it's gonna be.
Oh no. Oh no no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Look at that, Doc. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me. Look, really?
And yeah, it's like you guys are on the sidewalk heading down. There's 70 miles an hour. Beside you, doing about 50 because it hasn't quite caught up, is the nuclear powered, now undriven DeLorean with fake mustache, fake
unpiloted.
glasses, and beard. What's that?
Oh, my-
Unpiloted.
Unpiloted, yes.
It has much drive.
Yes.
oh.
What was that, Vola?
No, we need to get rid of this thing.
So,
Luella holds up her broom.
Well, I know. I already know what I'm
From
doing
again.
next.
this seems like a good spot just because we're about to get to the corner. So I'll explain it now. The pace notes over here, this stuff. First thing here, this is your pace marker. That's you guys can all control that, the little raccoon on the hex. What these numbers and boxes are is an explanation of the road you are about to go down. So it starts at this corner. So right here, from there until you have to turn to get onto this road down here is 16 spaces. So you know. So as soon as you start on that road, you'd move that counter down to there. The reason this counter is here is to tell you basically the maximum and minimum speeds of some of these obstacles. So this orange 5 means that's this corner here. If you go around that corner at higher than a speed of 5, somebody is going to have to make a driving test. And if they fail it, you'll crash and take damage. If you go out at speed 5 or under, you're fine. You can just blow through. So that's for the corners. This red triangles, those are jumps. That one there is this one here. The number in it is the minimum speed you have to be going when you hit it to clear it. If you're not, you'll crash before you get to the other side and your car will take damage and slow down.
Eek.
Other than that, that's all you need to know. So next round, 70 miles an hour down the sidewalk. A possessed nuclear car behind you on this side, and a survivalist in a Humvee that's already killed once today over here.
It's
Oh
hungry.
my god.
It's hungry.
Go ahead and put that number in there, and 3, 2, 1, go! Some of you didn't go when I said go.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
For some
missing
reason, I forgot
somebody.
the wrong button.
That's okay. We'll let you get away with it. There's still somebody who hasn't gone. There's only 4 there. And you didn't-
Oh no, it's there. It's under Nick's.
Oh, it is at the bottom of the
equipment.
next. Okay, so 2 of you braked. All right. So that's going to take your speed down to 5 when we do move you. I forgot to do the friggin' thing again. We'll do it at the end of this turn. 4. Floof, you're using an item?
I'm using my broom.
What are you doing with it?
So I see this car off to the left, and I grab my broom, and I'm like, it's free real estate. And I pole vault, and I'm going to try to get in the sunroof.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, you do, because there's nothing in this game. Actually, let's find out how well you do. Which of your skills which of your stats would you say this would involve?
I'd like for it to be rotundity, just because I'm a little bald.
Clearly.
Okay, so tell me
Wait.
how your broom and your general roundness helps you to pole vault.
So I use my weight and just and like the weight is to get it going,
Yeah.
and then the general roundness is to impact whatever ends up happening at the end of it.
Yeah, the aerodynamicity, you know. Yeah.
You
Like on
fly
top of
well,
the
yeah.
boat.
The whooshiness.
Because the teardrop shape flies well. It's very aerodynamic efficient. So yeah, you it's an open top vehicle. You just spring out of it, hold onto your broom, wrapped around your broom. You
Oh
go
my
right
God.
in the sunroof. The broom goes right between the seats, so you slide down and land right behind the steering wheel of the DeLorean. You look up,
Yeah.
dogs bark in the distance. That's my house, sorry. You look up, the steering wheel's right in front of you, the pedals are down there. You can do one thing in this car per round. The other problem is you look up and the dashboard is staring back at you with 2 big green googly eyes. Just-
Ah.
Oh dear.
So that's where you are. 5, accelerate, because Declan likes to make a mess out of things.
4.
4, right.
Four.
I forgot you're right. Using an item? What are you doing?
Well, I was gonna eat a banana and chuck it over the side of the Jeep, but now I've got a friend in there. I don't know if that's such a good idea.
Just throw it to the
because
other side so it hits
I was-
the other one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pitch
Right,
it off the
right.
right hand side instead.
It's-
We're gonna jam that thing in whole.
Too bad they fill these things with all this food.
I'm chucking as
So-
hard as I can up the right hand side.
Excellent. So I'm just going to grab this banana here and move it. Oops. Come on, banana.
The banana skills,
Oh, was it?
I mean,
it's probably on the map level.
absolutely
Nope.
unheard of.
Fine. I'm just going to draw a new banana. That sounds
Yeah.
kind of weird. There's a new banana.
I had a cousin like that
Well,
once.
there we
you know,
go.
all new banana like.
There's another banana. So, so yes, you chuck the banana skin out the hall. Yes, and then perfectly timed. There's an acceleration. So, you guys end up going 6, 2, 3, 4, 6. Would you like to attempt to control the DeLorean?
Well, I was trying to figure out, is it already going a speed? Like, can I
It
don't
is.
know.
You can tell from where you are. It's hunting the vehicle with the other raccoons in it. Like it wants to run into it and crash it and blow up.
If it's going to keep going forward, then the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to turn it into the road to block the other car.
Okay, so you're gonna try and turn. Yeah, that works. Okay, and what? How are you going to do that? How are you going to get it to turn? What ability?
I would say the same thing. I'm just going to
Just
use my
Grab the
big
steering
movie
wheel and just let
energy.
your weight pull it around.
Yep.
Yep, absolutely. Give me give me rotundity is however many dice that is. Is there anything in your backstory that you created that would give you an advantage on this? Are you good
feel
with
like
possessed cars?
He's doing
No.
it for the good of the raccoons. What other reason does he need?
I don't know. I think I missed the backstory part.
All right, then you don't get one. Roll 4 dice.
All
Use the
right.
roll dice and roll 4 for. I'm assuming your rotundity is 4. That's why you're using it. Yeah.
Yep.
2 successes. Okay. So you cause it to 2 out of 4. You get the desired effect. So you wanted like so you get a single turn out of it. You don't control its speed, so it continues to track along like that, and you turn it like that.
Oh no.
Hi guys. I'm
Yeah.
helping.
Keep trying.
This
You're
one
trying to
gets
kill me?
Here, it spins out.
First the
This
broom,
ends
now
up
the
facing
car.
that way. That is simply deceased. Just put an X through
It
that.
is no more.
So I don't know if anybody's ever. I've actually. This is weird. I've actually seen this on ice. The Hummer is now in a 4-wheel drift sliding down the road because that's what happens when any vehicle touches any banana skin in any Crash Pandas game. Immediate 4-wheel drift.
Yeah.
So it is now sliding towards the two of you. Who one of them is trying to kill you guys in the front vehicle.
And
It's-
Floof is down with a thickness.
The model's
Right,
front
right.
is actually facing backwards.
Which one?
The Humvee.
Yeah, it just spun out on the it just did a complete spin around on the
It's
on the banana peel.
okay.
So yeah, it
it's
is
backwards.
it is literally done a almost a 360 and is facing the wrong way. It's going to take a while for her to get caught up.
Nice.
But I have a plan.
Uh-oh.
So next round, here we go. Put it in.
Everybody ready?
Go.
Oh yeah.
Hey, yeah.
So 2 3s, a 4, a 5, and a 6. 2 3s, turn right. Perfect. You guys will be turning right correctly. The correct amount, which I'll just do it now. It's going to look weird when we move, but 1, 2. So you guys are now facing that way. 2 3s,
What
a
drifting?
4.
Hey, there you go.
Floof, what are you doing?
I'm gonna jam the broomstick into the steering wheel, so
Okay.
it stays at the direction it's trying to turn, and then I don't.
So
know
you
if
want to
I'm
keep it going straight, or do you want to keep it in a permanent turn?
I want it like I was turned and I had it turned, so I just want to jam it in now so it stays turning.
So if
There
you
you
leave it, it'll
go.
just go. Okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah,
Yep. Okay. So yeah, you
And-
stuff your broom in there and jam it into this, and as it goes through the display, right? It pokes out one of the eyes, and the other one just looks at you. And yeah, it
Thank
is
you,
now
bro.
that car is now stuck turning left.
We're making
The
a
bad
left turn.
car.
And then 1 accelerate, so that takes us to hang on. What's going on here? Why can't I get this? Oh, there we go. 7.
Oh my.
And from here, 7 faces straight forward. Technically, it's right into the wall here, but what I'm going to do, because this is the thing that's kind of always bugged me with this game.
Do we
Technically, you have to do
drive
the turns
straight
first.
first and then
That's-
turn?
That's what I'm going to allow. Is like basically you're going to do 7 spaces.
And then turn, right?
I put it in the middle of the turn, right? So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's start just for technical purpose. Let's start you right there,
Okay.
heading south down the road, right?
All right.
This one was heading the wrong direction, so she gets spun out on the banana peel, gets turned around this direction, but that's about it. Gets to there.
A banana peel claims another victim.
Do. Banana peel. Do.
Oh man, you had to do that, didn't you?
I did. Now it's stuck in everybody's head all night.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
Floof, this was such a good plan. Bang, and the car starts to turn, and you are now slammed up against the driver's side door, like that fair ride that just spins and spins and spins, and eventually your arms give out and you're all crushed up against the outside of it. Yeah, you are experiencing that now inside this car.
A squished floof.
Yes, yeah, your floof might be coming out soon.
No. Still
floofy.
round though.
Oh yes, still very round.
Yeah, but more of like a pancake round.
Yeah.
And that was that everybody?
Yeah.
Action.
No,
This time I'm
no.
gonna friggin'
One more.
remember.
Wait, no.
Yeah, you still got your action right. Okay, go ahead.
I'm doing more
What are you doing?
scrounging. What's under here?
Scrounge some more.
There's got to be more stuff under here.
Rolling
This
equipment.
is like a treasure trove for me here.
It is. There's more stuff in here than there is in your dumpster.
Oh, baby.
Oh yeah. You now have a grappling hook, and I'm finally going to remember. You guys are going. This is more likely to be beneficial for you than for me.
Or also rope?
Oh no, it's the rope too. Absolutely. So I now roll, because you guys are going 70 miles an hour. I roll 7d6. I was supposed to do this at the start of every single turn. You guys get 3 successes
Oh,
to
and a
split
failure,
amongst yourselves,
and we take the 1 damage.
and you take 1 damage. I'm tracking the car, so your car is now -1. So your car is now at 9.
Oh no, she's falling apart, guys.
I mean, it's like as you went around the corner when you slam back to the ground, because it's a high-centered off-road vehicle of no specific brand
Warthog.
name. That is the Warthog,
Warthog,
which is
Warthog.
inherently unstable. And when it slammed back to the ground, basically all you lost was a rearview mirror. It's only 1.
Yeah,
we
it's
don't
fine.
And
Let's-
you guys,
yeah.
I will
Scoop
get
that
one
up, throw it in my
of
pocket.
you to
As long
keep
as it doesn't
track
bang me
of-
on the head,
Yeah.
Actually,
why
why
would
don't
we
we
need
use
that
the-
when we're going forward? I mean,
Why don't we use
what's
this?
the
We
big
use the
deal?
blue box to keep track of your guys' successes. So if you click the token now, the vehicle that you guys are in, the red box is your damage. You're at 9 out of 10. The green box is your speed. You're going 7, and the blue box is your successes, and you can use those for special stuff like Fast and Furious moves and crashing
you're
other
making some right now.
people. Something amazing. I will mention it because it is entirely possible that Dumpster Dave might want to do this. If he can talk the rest of you into it, you can burn all of your successes 1 time per game to pick something off the list of things that might be in this car. Only then will I show you the whole list.
Oh, wow.
Not gonna happen right now. We might need that.
You guys are, again, this is where we're going to start using the token. You are at the start of this 16 long space, so I'm going to put you there. 16 spaces from now, you need to make a very sharp left turn, and if you're going more than 5 when you do it, somebody's going to have to make a driving test. So, we are already over an hour into this. We're not even to the first corner yet. Here we go. Everybody put in your numbers.
Oh yeah, always ready.
Ready, go!
Yeah.
Luella, using an item. What are you using?
Gonna use my narratively appropriate length broom to reach
Yes.
out to get Floof.
Extendo broom.
Well, you know what? Because I mean that's going to be, it'll be over. It's chasing you, so it's not that far away. This only moves that.
So like
far.
reach out, like waiting out the top, and just go.
Yep. You run to the
Yeah.
back of the vehicle and grab onto the because it's got a roll bar, right? You're hanging off the back of that. Oh, with
I
your
know
tail.
it's scary,
You're a
but grab
raccoon. You're
onto
hanging
it.
onto it with your tail, with your hands out and your broom extended. Floof, your lifeline is at hand. 2 5s. We're going to be accelerating 2 when we go.
Oh yeah,
Click
we're
something.
going real
Do-
fast
Oh,
now.
90.
90
Oh, no.
miles an hour.
We're going
heading
way
down
too
this road.
fast.
I get to roll 9 dice at the end of this turn. And 2 6s, 2 actions. Floof, what are you doing?
So I was imagining it spinning out.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, my bad. You're
Oh.
way back here.
Well, this is perfect because she's got the broom reached
Yeah,
out, and what
from,
I did
from
was
50 feet away.
I'm
It's
flat up against,
narratively appropriately
Yeah.
long.
I'm flat up against the window from
Yep.
the momentum, and I'm like, oh, a button, and I push the window down.
boom, right out the window.
The centripetal force just
Yep.
launches him.
Oh, you just
and
won
that
yourself.
rotundity.
You just won yourself a reroll for later for using the correct phrase, centripetal force, not
Oh, yes.
centrifugal force. You may have a reroll for later.
All those
Well
physics
done.
classes.
Science bonus for you.
Phil would be
Declan,
so proud.
And now you're left. Now you're last. What are you doing?
Oh, I mean, obviously, my friend Dave here has been searching and just ransacking this car, but he hasn't checked the one place that is the most important out of any vehicle, right? I look up and I press the thing where the sunglasses go. You know, I just hit the button and it goes
Yep.
click, and I see what falls out. What falls out?
A lead
And I
pipe.
go, click.
Oh.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. This is gonna happen.
Endwise.
It's good.
Thunk, down to the center console. You
I
just-
go, all right, guys, it's time to get serious. Click, ding. Oh yeah.
And then you go 9. 9. You get to there. The just to keep this even vaguely interesting, the Humvee develops a sudden burst of speed and handling and comes roaring around the corner, not that far behind you. In the distance,
What about the guy with all the cars up top? The one I slashed his tires?
they're
sending
they're
everybody
hanging
after
over the
us?
side and looking down at this, and you're not even to the first actual corner yet, and you already see them handing money back and forth, and it's like, you guys have already cost some people some significant money. You are distracted from that though, because behind you, because it no longer needs to be here, there is a mushroom cloud right about there. As in a fit of pique, it blows itself up in anger and rage at not being able to hunt you guys down. So,
Much like Dave's background.
and you see
Detonate.
around it, I mean, it's night, right? So there's kind of this flash and all of these. For a split second, like 1,000 bugs. There was a bunch of like nighttime bugs flying around that are all lit up for a split second, and then when the fireball fades down, the bugs are still glowing.
Oh, delicious.
And it's kind of
Those are my
hard to tell
favorite.
from where you guys are, but if you could hear better, you would hear it went from bzzz to bzzz, and this whole flock of who knows what starts moving towards the parkade, and all the people
no.
up on top of it.
That's a
There's
later problem.
nuclear
Yeah.
bugs heading up onto the top of the parkade.
That's a future Declan problem. I don't need to worry about that.
And right over, and 2 banana trees start to grow.
Oh
One where
yeah.
each of the banana peels hit the ground. So
Just in case my blood sugar starts acting
they'll
up
also
again.
be
You
in the
know?
way when you come
That's
back.
a future raccoon.
That's a future raccoon's problem.
That's a future me problem.
Yes.
No. We need to cut those down because I'm really not into that environmental kind of thing. Yeah, we're gonna need to get rid of those on
So,
the way back.
One of
Just to
those
do the
bad
math
bugs are
for
gonna
you
make
on this one
bananas.
corner, you guys are 9 spaces away. You are moving 9 spaces per turn, and you have to be going 5 to get around this corner without somebody having to do something spectacular. Or, I mean, you've got 3 successes. You could burn one of those to offset any maniacal maneuvers that you do right now. So, without thinking about it too much, input your numbers. You're all back in the same vehicle now. Oop. Cover that.
Oh.
You didn't see
I'm
that?
sorry.
You didn't see it?
Someone did the thing.
Go!
I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. So, 3 of you hammer the brakes. So, it will now be going 6. Now you're only doing 60 miles an hour in that direction. Turn right. One of you turned right. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This makes more sense. This works. You're right. As long as you do the movement first and then the turning, we can still do them in order.
Okay, good. So it does count from the top down because at
Yes.
first I was really concerned.
It technically, in the rules, it does, but I just realized now that as long as like Austin said, as long as you do the movement first, you apply acceleration or apply the brakes, do the movement, and then do the turning. This makes
I
sense.
just meant the
This works.
orientation of the turn because I hit turn right and I realized if we were going the direction,
Yes.
I would have turned the wrong way.
Yep. Yep, and that's part of the thing with this game. That's
That's
part
okay.
of it.
That's okay.
I didn't ask. I probably should have asked before we started if anybody is actually dyslexic, because that could be a problem in this game. But so far we're good.
Meh.
So if any of you is, you just keep saying go straight, go straight, go straight, just accelerate, accelerate. Anyway, so that was our 3 decelerations, our turn, and then Declan, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, I mean, I know how these cars work, right? I've done this before.
I forgot.
All
again,
of them
damn
are going for that that one with the square pedal thing, that
Yeah.
thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just sit on them. They're all getting in the way. I just go, no, you got to look, do this, and I just sit on all of them that are pressing on the pedal.
it. So that gives you one more break.
I'm gonna try to break the the
So that
rubber
takes you
on
to
the
5.
concrete. We're gonna
Yeah.
get this thing spinning, right? That's what we need to do.
So that goes down to 5. And
Do I have-
you
do I have to
guys get
roll something?
you guys get 3 more successes. You've now got 6 of them to use up. So start getting special and spectacular here. And I got nothing. So there was no damage. I got nothing. Like I'm hunting you guys. Your car is still at 9. Okay. I gotta move your sole surviving attacker behind you. You see as Val is coming towards you, behind you, the turret on the top of her truck is starting to starting to track you guys.
Oh no, what's that smell? Who farted in the car?
I was gonna say there's 5 raccoons in the car. I can tell you exactly what that smell is. There's raccoon shit everywhere.
The
I
gun
didn't
buzzes
get
to
it.
life. Declan's like, oh my god.
I got this, yo.
Yeah, it's like a minigun, so it starts to spin up.
But he's talking about something totally different. He's not paying attention. Oh my
yeah.
god, roll down a window, somebody.
I got an open top.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We have an open top.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, sorry, man, that's my bad.
Start
Dave,
rubbing
with the
banana.
yeah. How many
I
times
will give
do
you
I
a
have
banana
to tell
back
you?
if you use it as deodorant, then it's gone again. So, yeah.
Pull on the air freshener.
So, you guys are 1, 2, 3, 2. Oh, you guys, it's like you played this game before. You're going exactly the right speed to get to this corner. So, with that, the gun speeding up behind you, the nuclear bugs are starting to get up to the top of the parkade. From where you guys are, you can't see anything. Something's happening around the front, but you can't see it. So, next round, the race is on. There appears to only be you and Survive Val left. Ready? Go!
Oh, no.
Right. 3, that's a turn right. Okay, so we move 5 spaces first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We turn right. Which is that?
No,
Oh
Which is
man,
perfect.
look at that. That was
No.
that was
Oh, yeah,
amazing.
right in the middle of the
Like
road, like
a
you guys
glove.
planned this shit.
Yeah, look at my
Oh.
boy Floof.
no,
My boy Floof.
no,
It's just
All
that's
right.
left. That's left.
Oh, that is
close enough.
You said turn right, didn't
Yeah,
you?
because that's what we did last time, and you said that was right. I don't know.
Well, that's left.
You did turn us right last
but
time.
right is what I because
Oh, I see what you. Okay, I will
that's
give
what
you
I was
this
asking
one.
last
No,
time.
I'm
'cause
sorry.
was
In that case,
confused.
I will give it to you this time because I misunderstood what you were asking. The left and right are from the driver's perspective. From now
Okay.
on, I
Got it.
misunderstood what you were asking. So yeah, that's my bad. So yes, from the driver's perspective, which is part of the game. It's the difficult part of figuring out whether you're turning left or right. So yeah, that's
Got it.
fine. My bad. 2 4s. Vola, what are you doing? What is Sunshine doing?
Sunshine is going to take her cardboard box.
Yep.
You said that the gun was getting ready to fire, right?
Yep. Yes, it is.
She's going to hold up that box and try and catch all the bullets.
Absolutely.
yeah.
I love it. Okay. And while you're doing that, your bulletproof box, because that's what you believe it is. Dave, what are you doing?
I'm hunking my lead pipe at the gun. I'm
Okay.
gonna try to jam up the barrel.
Sure thing. So catching it, what skill would you use? What would allow you to catch bullets in a cardboard box?
I think I used the wrong thing. I probably should have used 4 instead of 6. But that's okay.
Might I suggest that might be chutzpah, like that, to try just to
Yeah.
have the sheer gall to try and catch
Yeah.
bullets in a cardboard box? Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
chutzpah.
give me a chutzpah. And if you developed a backstory in that little sort of sentence or two at the start, that would add to this in some way.
An intense fear of guns.
Sure, take an extra die.
They're
So roll for-
loud.
Yeah. So roll your roll chutzpah +1, whatever that is.
Oh yeah, that's 2 successes,
That's
right?
2 successes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
So
easy.
oh.
yeah. So yeah, tell me how that played out. That worked. What happened exactly?
So she sees this thing getting ready to fire. She's like, gotta do something, gotta do something. She looks around. She remembers she has the cardboard box.
Yep.
She looks at it like, oh, hey, this is sturdy enough. I hate these guns. They're burning. Ah! Holds it up. And just like moves it all over when she just
Yeah.
tries to catch all these bullets.
It's got
Oh,
duct tape
yeah.
on the back, and duct tape stops everything. So yeah, you
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, of
you
course.
stopped the first round of bullets. Absolutely. Sorry, what were you doing, Dave?
Was hunking the lead pipe.
Right,
At
throwing
the-
at
at the
at
gun.
the gun itself. What skill would that be?
I'm sorry. There was
Ferociousness?
yeah. I'm
Yep.
gonna think that. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
attacking what's gonna attack me first.
Absolutely. So give me a ferociousness roll. Let's see what you do. So yeah, just roll some dice for us.
Pachow.
2
Nice.
successes. So yep. You hurl the lead pipe and it goes through the air and it lands and sticks over the end of the barrel that's already there.
And his is bent too.
Yeah,
His lead
it
pipe
is.
is bent.
Exactly, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So it actually goes over the barrel, and the bullets that she's been catching them in the box. The box is starting to cave. Like there's holes, there's dents in the box. It's gonna fail, and then and from then on, all the bullets are going straight up. Chain gun going up in the air. They are oddly enough, they are raining down on top of the car park. When
Oh,
they
yeah.
fall back to ground. Yeah.
Nah, on Mr. Guy, the guy's car,
all the
right?
guys up
yeah,
there.
on the
They're-
guy's
yeah.
on the guy's
That's
car. Yeah.
exactly the plan, baby.
So they are now
Yeah.
currently
There we
under
go, there
attack
we go,
from
there we
nuclear
go.
Get our
bugs.
deposit back.
Nuclear bugs, and it's literally raining lead.
On Mr. Guy's car. Yeah. All right.
Well, and I'm the bugs too.
Oh yes, yes, but they're nuclear bugs. It doesn't affect them.
Oh, okay.
I've decided that.
Unless they're deputy rounds.
Yeah. Me and Luella we're doing stuff now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you are. So, let's do another round. Ready?
No,
Wait.
Oh no, wait a minute. Sorry, we got
It's us.
6s left. Right, I forgot. Stuff
We
happened.
gotta
2
we gotta do
6s.
some
Who wants to
stuff.
go first?
Luella, yeah, ladies first. You know what they always say.
I want to search the tape
Right.
deck.
Oh
Search the tape
yeah.
deck.
Oh
Itself?
yeah.
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 You put. I don't
Why
even. You don't even have to roll for this. There is an actual item in the equipment list that you find. You press the button, the eject button on the tape deck, and
Yeah.
out pops Queen's Greatest Hits,
Ah,
which, as
we can use it for that.
everybody knows, ends with a very famous song about winning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, that is straight from Grant Howitt. Queen's Greatest Hits is one of the items on the equipment list that you could have found. So, which
All right,
Hey,
means,
all
man,
right.
put
He
that
has
back in.
which means he has the copyright problem, not us.
So
Yeah,
my boy,
yeah.
you know, my guy over there, Dave, he was using that pipe, the big thing. He was
Yeah.
using it wrong. Look, I'll show you how to use it. And I'm gonna reach in to Sunshine's box, right?
Yeah,
Because I know
full of
how
bullets.
guns work. I
Yeah.
know how guns work. I kill people, right?
yes.
I grab some of the
Right.
bullets and I put them in my mouth, right? And I take my pipe and I go, because that's how you use it. That's how guns work. Look, oh yeah, see?
So, which of the
You ain't
four
wrong.
which of the four abilities convinced you that that is in fact the case?
Oh, that is clearly my force of being, right? It's who I am as a person. It's my chutzpah,
Well,
right?
chutzpah for sure, absolutely. So, give me anything in your backstory. That
Oh,
are
of
you a
course.
hunter?
No, not
Are
even
you-
slightly. I'm
No.
just
He's
gonna
a
do
killer
the
of men.
no.
He's a gangster.
Yeah,
He's a killer of men.
I'm a gangster, but I don't know. I
Two
don't
successes.
I don't really rely on those
Yeah.
talents. But this is, yeah. I just break a window, scare her a little bit. You know, it's like warning shots.
So
You know.
yeah, you start
Yep.
shooting back, and yeah, it's of course it's bulletproof glass that she's got in her Hummer, of course. But yeah,
don't know what
it's
that is.
starring.
I don't know
It's
what
just
that
ting-ting-ting-ting-ting-ting-ting-ting-ting, and the whole
There's
front window's
no
just gone
such thing.
white. I know there isn't. This is a fantasy game, Nick. Let it go.
She can't have that because I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she can't have
Yeah.
nice things.
No, I
Just
truly
everybody
believe
shoots
that
it.
there is no such thing.
Okay, so that happened, but to make you pay a tiny price, those bullets that had been shot into the cardboard box were all covered in like gunpowder and stuff. So you now have the black bandit mask, the dyed black hair, and you now have like a black chin from the drooling, the gunpowder spit from going with all the
Oh,
dirty
yeah.
bullets in your mouth.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's okay
basically-
though. That makes me look scary.
You basically
know?
got like a reverse skunk going, with black line right over
Yeah.
the top of your head.
Makes them
But,
look
yeah.
cool.
The window's all.
Luella looks
Shadow.
over. Ah! Oh, I thought you were a skunk.
No. Dave's the stinky one. Remember?
So that truck keeps coming towards you. The gun is firing rounds up into the air. You can see her in the window looking out like, how come it's not working? And it's just wide-eyed, crazy person staring out at you. She is still coming. The window you see goes, and then a new one comes up and clicks back into position.
Oh wait.
Okay.
You know, like the paper, like the towel dispensers that they used to have at gas stations, where you pull out a new section. It basically
I
did
get-
that.
Right.
Yeah,
I give
yeah.
her the Italian salute, bite my thumb, flick my chin.
You're number 2. The British. Yeah. So, with that, you guys look up now you're off the pavement now, man. It's for real. You're in the air halfway across the sidewalk, doing 50 miles an hour, about to land in the mud, heading towards the first major jump. Type
Are you ready?
and go.
Oh yeah. Wait, no.
That's a lot of 5s.
Oops.
No, there's
I
only
messed
two.
up.
There's only 2 fives.
No, Declan rolled a 5
Maybe it was
too
a good thing I did.
at the start. So 1. So you slam the brakes. So that goes down to 4.
Oops.
Oops, not 74. No, you're not going 740 miles an hour. No, that's
Oh
not.
no. This one, the log one. Bang.
So that is for 2 of you accelerate. So we're gonna add those before we move, just because I know I don't care. I wanted to make sure you guys are going fast enough. And 2 6s. So as you hurtle forward, 4, 5, 6, you're right there on the edge of the jump. I know that's 7. Shush. You guys the front wheels are off the first jump, heading into the air. What are the 6s doing? Floof, what are you doing?
I'm digging around in the engine compartment. I'm like, there's a space under here, like past the pedals. And I crawl up in there, and I'm just digging around looking for something.
Absolutely. Roll, hit that equipment button. See what you find.
Awesome.
That's why that one pedal wouldn't go all the way down. And you pull
There you
out, and you
go.
got a lit cigar in your hand.
It's a smelly stick.
That's
what's
what makes the
car
cars.
so smelly.
It's that
Yeah.
perfume.
That's what makes the car go. Why'd you take that out?
Oh, that's where I left that.
And speaking of that's where I left that, what is Dave doing?
I
Dave.
am like pulling down the back seat, crawling into like the trunk. I'm digging around in there.
Sure, there's a trunk on this vehicle now. Sure. Yeah. We'll look for some more stuff.
I could climb
Under the
over
back
it and get
seats,
to the
maybe?
trunk.
Yeah.
It's behind the back seat. There's
Yeah.
a trunk. It depends on whether or not
There's
they
a
wanted
cooler.
to cover
What's
it
in
or
the
not.
cooler? So yeah, give me another roll. You're gonna burn up my whole equipment list. How
Yeah,
many?
I'm going to.
How many masks can there possibly
yeah.
be in
Well,
there?
that's everything to find in there.
A spare tire. Okay. You can do all
Or
kinds
just-
of things with a spare tire.
Throwing
Yeah.
parts of this car at other cars.
Well, there is
Right.
one thing that every raccoon knows about spare tires, and that is that if a vehicle with 4 tires on it is fast, a vehicle with 5 tires must be faster.
Of course. Yeah, you know.
And with that
All right.
unassailable raccoon logic trapped in our minds, we are going to take a little break because we are an hour and a half into this already.
Oh, wow.
This game goes. We're going to shorten this track tonight, but we'll figure that out when we get back. So we will
Okay.
take a 20-minute break. We'll be back at for anybody who's watching live at 26 minutes past the hour, and we will continue to go then. Anybody who is watching, thank you so much. I haven't had a chance to look
Thank
at Twitch
you.
at all. So
Yeah, you got some catching up to do, man.
Oh, I'll bet I do. So, with that, we are going to put you back on our lovely little intro page. We'll be back in 20 minutes.
But my captain has a delay.
So cute.
Ah. Yeah, I can't wait.
They said they can't hear you, Kevin.
What?
Yeah, they're saying that they can't hear you.
Can't hear you. Oh,
That's because
you
I
broke
turned
it.
on the wrong mic. They should be able to hear me now. It was only a
Oh,
small
no.
speech. It really was. Only a very short, small speech. Had no importance to do with anything.
Saying how good that
Good.
3D
How good that intro
imaging
was,
of the
and,
I
uh,
know,
yeah.
right? Such a
So,
good
well,
intro.
all right. So
Yeah,
there's the
they
technical
say they
reasons.
can hear you now.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah. Production is not my strong suit. But let's go back to what is this foolish game. You guys
the
are.
foolishness.
Well, I didn't design this at the start, but you guys are in a red vehicle that is just launching off the edge of a jump. So for just a moment, weirdly enough, there is a blue cross appears on the hood, like a blue X, and inside each one of the bars of that X is a whole bunch of stars that cross each other in 2 rows. And as the vehicle launches into the air, you hear
I kind of figured you'd find a way to fix that.
and then the flag disappears off the hood, and the DM has had his little joke. You guys are doing 60 miles an hour. You are going to land here. So,
yeah, no problem.
with no further ado and much further raccoon doo-doo, put them numbers in. And look at them thinking. They were all fun and games in the first half. Now all of a sudden it's like, we gotta get this serious.
I had to remember
Go!
what numbers did what. Oh,
I know, right?
oh, I hit it.
They are on
There.
the screen if you need them. Okay.
Oh no.
Two,
Oh no.
2 4s, a 5, and a 6. So we have a turn left, which is fine. We'll get to that. A 4, which is a use item. 5 is accelerate. So let's give you your. Well, let's do your this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where you'll land. And then, excuse me, a
Tiniest
turn
thing on his
left.
head.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Urge. So you'd, in a real vehicle, the 2 wheels on that side would just fold underneath, and you would go off into the ditch, and that would be the end of this.
But we're
nay,
too round.
not here. Not here. This is a special vehicle. All 4 wheels turn until they are parallel with the way you are
Rotundity.
traveling, and you land like a moonlander, just landing sideways, sliding in that direction.
No, we're in mud. We're fine. That's
Yeah, you're
slippery.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hush,
Yeah.
don't take my
We're
story
too
away from me.
round.
I'm giving you guys all kinds of fun. Don't you take my fun away from me.
Even if we were to roll.
But Kevin, you
we'd be
know this is my
fine.
reason.
What, we had an accelerate, and then Declan.
Oh no. Mr. F and Mr. Dave. They're using some items, it looks like.
Oh yes, sorry, pardon me. Yes, there's 2 4s there.
I was
So,
confused who
yes.
was Mr. F, and then I
Floof, what you doing, Mr. F?
So I have this smelly stick I found, and Declan told
Right.
me to put it back in the engine. He's like, "No, that's part of the engine," and I'm like, "Oh." And I'm thinking back to when I've seen people put things in engine. I'm like, I know how to put this in the engine. So I crawl back and I stick it in the fuel tank,
Oh, of course.
like through the import.
Excellent. Yep. That would probably be alacrity as you crawled about, all dexterous and such.
Tell us how you do it. Do you
Oh.
roll back there?
Yeah. How do you?
I have no. I mean, I just get back there and I'm hanging off the side. So I guess it'd have to be
Yep.
either alacrity.
Give me
Oof.
an alacrity. Yep.
I don't want.
Is that
to.
your only weak one?
I think that's the one. Well, I had a couple. I had like 3 weak ones. It is.
Oh my
In
god.
that case, it doesn't
have a-
matter. Just roll us a big fail. Let's see what happens.
It's 1d4, right? If it's a 1.
1d6.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
always
1d6.
yeah, it's always it'll tell you what dice to roll. You can just hit the roll dice icon, but either way,
Oh,
a 5. That's a success.
Yay!
So
Hey, it
Well,
happens.
you success.
yeah, successfully you reach off the side, and it's got a locking gas cap because this is before gas just lost $1 a liter overnight. Must be. Oh, I just realized it must be even more impressive down there because you guys are still selling it by the gallon. That
Hmm.
must have gone down dramatically. Wow.
Whoa.
Anyway,
Getting there.
so anyway, it's a locking gas cap, but you are a raccoon, and you just pop it off. Right? You pick it with your dexterous little fingernails, and it pops open, and you just big grin, just like that, and boom, lit cigar
It's what makes
Down.
it work.
into the gas. Absolutely,
yeah.
it does.
Makes
This
it go
happens.
faster.
This is
There,
happening.
you because you know that there might be some sort of reaction. You slam the little door, that little locked door. It was locked before. They might want it locked again. You slam it again, just in time for flames to come shooting out of the twin exhaust of this vehicle.
Oh
Like
my.
30 feet of flame, just like twin rocket launchers, and you are now.
On fire.
No, but don't slow down much. You are now going 90 miles an hour.
Oh.
You just gained 20 miles an
Oh my
hour from
God.
him.
Yeah, that
doing
happened.
That's a thing.
So, Dave,
I'm gonna dump the spare tire off the edge. We'll leave
Just-
it in the middle of the road.
okay, yep.
Oh, that's now it's my turn.
Draw a
Yep.
black
You got
tire.
this, buddy.
There's
So
the
I make
tire.
I make my way through the car to my main man, Mr. F, the F Meister, F McGee, the F'iest F guy, and I just
F-man.
start cleaning him off because he's a pretty big guy. He's a pretty big guy. All the staticky kind of stuff sticks to him. So I just start like searching him for all the stuff that was in the car that's now stuck to him. So I'm just trying to find an item, whatever's stuck to him, and I'm just cleaning him off. You're such a
He
good guy.
wasn't
Look
the
at you.
DeLorean.
Things go so fast.
Hit
Yeah.
the equipment button.
True.
See what you find.
And oh, what's this? What's this stuck to your backside? This huge. Oh my God! I used to have one of these. This thing came in so much handy. Why is there shit in the box? What happened? What did you do?
stole my box.
Oh.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
I was scared.
Well, I would be scared too. You grabbed a broom. I mean, the air thing, that was cool too, but the broom, yeah. Serious.
In the bottom of the
serious.
box, there is a floof flop, a floof poop. That's a lot of O's. Yeah, it's a floof poop. But
The floop.
also rattling around in the bottom of this box is like it's almost fossilized. It's definitely a
Ooh.
raccoon poop, but it's been here. It looks like it's been here like a year.
Oh no.
Oh
That's
my.
mine. That's mine. This is my box. Why did you have it? Why was it stuck to you?
And I'm just like a big ball of fluff. I'm just like, and I shake out and stuff falls.
Yes, hit the equipment button 2 more times.
Oh God,
Let's see
hammer
what
me.
falls
Yeah,
out.
floof. Yeah, go floof, go.
Red paint and balloons.
So yeah, you and a bucket of red paint, complete with a brush, falls out of you somewhere, lands on the floor at your feet, punk, and out for you feel a tug on your one ear, and you reach up and there's a string tied around your ear, and there's a helium balloon.
Ooh,
It's yeah. Ah.
Oh
time
yeah.
to fly.
Next turn.
Oh,
90
no,
miles an
wait.
hour. Remind you, and not quite lined up where you should be. But anyway.
There's only one option.
Oh, somebody has been moving the token. Thank you, the base notes. So yes, this corner that you are about, although the first corner, to be honest, you don't have to worry about it because you're already facing the right direction. It's just a matter of getting... Anyway, I won't tell you what to do. Put your number in. And then hit enter.
I'm giving it all she's got, Captain.
Oh no.
Okay, so apply the brakes once. That takes us down to 8. 4. Use an item, Luella. What you doing?
I'm gonna
Where's
take
our
I'm gonna take the Queen's greatest hits,
Yep.
flip it over, and shove it in the tape deck.
And it starts playing. It was here just a little while ago. Sorry, you guys are seeing chat in there. I'm trying to get the no escape. It's playing the no escape from reality. I can't say any more than that. We'll have to pay them. We'll have to pay them 30 cents. So, and I can't afford that. But yeah, you are now accompanied by Queen's Greatest Hits, Side 2. As you...
That's where the best songs are. They're the songs that'll help us win.
every
Kevin, you'd
Ultimate
have to-
History puts all the best stuff on Side 2.
Of course.
It's
You'd
the
have
stuff that'll
to
let us
be-
win, obviously.
You'd have to be pitch perfect for them to nail you for that, Kevin. You are not pitch perfect.
I know.
Hey,
I
Mr.
am,
Floof.
the only thing I am pitch perfect exact with is the sound of fingers on a chalkboard. That I can do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Floof, I found this stuck to your back. It was just sitting. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what was going on.
It's all
That's a
covered in
banana.
fur and it's glowing green slightly. It was in the other
What's
vehicle
that?
with
What's
him.
going on? How's that happen? What's going on here?
So, I'm sorry, I completely forgot. What did you do, Luella?
I did the Queen tape.
Right, of course. How could I forget that? Yes, we've got
The
side
music.
2 playing now.
Now
2
we'll win.
accelerations. 100 miles an
Oh
hour.
no!
100 miles an hour.
no!
Oh my goodness.
Vola, Miss Sunshine. You are going 100 miles an hour in an open top vehicle, Queen blasting in the background. In the distance behind you is a once again power sliding Hummer with machine gun bullets going straight up in the air and landing behind it like rain on the road behind it. There's a bug infestation in the rear view mirror up on top of the parkade. And actually, this would be a good time. No, you go first. You're the 6.
I like what review mirror we broken off already?
There was 2.
Oh, okay. She's actually gonna look under the driver's seat and see what she can find.
Hey, do an equipment check. See what left in this. This thing is just full of stuff. You guys,
Apparently.
you would have thought it would all have been stolen.
I have a list cigar.
Another lit
for the
cigar. Yes.
engine.
Oh, look, Floop. I found another one.
Those go in the thing. You put them in the thing and go.
Yes, you're going 100 miles an hour down the dirt road. Boy, go faster. Go faster.
I'll hold on to this for now. Maybe when we need some more energy, yeah?
Okay, so I haven't done this. Oh, I think I've only remembered to do this once tonight, but I remember it now because you guys are going 100 miles an hour. 10d6 at the end of this. It took that
Did we
long.
move
Look
forward?
at them all. Oops. One moment, please.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, my voice meter had a little fit. You guys, I'm back again. Only 3 successes for you guys, and 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage to the vehicle.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Well, 4 points of damage. That has absolutely no question. You have barrel rolled at 100 miles an hour. So the Jeep just went, oops. I said it. I owe myself $5. I said I wouldn't say it. The open-topped sport utility vehicle lands and just goes twice. And you guys are like, you ever play that game where you try to be the last one that stays on the carousel?
Yeah.
And all your friends are just,
Yeah.
and everybody's falling off. This is like that, but it's over that quick. But you guys all hang on. This thing just bang, 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 slams back down on all 4 wheels with all 4 of you in the seat, or all 5 of you in the seats. Boom. Exactly where you should be. You look around, most of the bodywork is missing. The roll bar is gone.
Hey, it's lighter. That means it'll go quicker, right?
Wait,
The whole-
is our spikes still there?
Oh yes, the forklift spikes are still out in front. In fact, they're what saved you. They're what kept you from going forward and made it go sideways instead. But yeah, you guys are quite literally in half an open-wheeled vehicle. You are also now only going 50 miles an hour.
And did we get moved forward the last turn?
Oh, that was,
Can't
You just
remember.
landed. Oh, I still got to do that. How fast are you guys currently going? Down to
Well, now we're going 50.
after that, so that actually made it better for you. And you get to there, and that actually now puts you sort of there-ish on the tracker. And behind you, you see the Hummer coming at the jump, building up speed, still firing machine guns and infinite machine gun fire up behind it, like a whale that won't stop blowing. It's just a permanent stream that's landing behind it and causing mayhem everywhere it is. You see at this point, the top of the parkade it's horrible. There's people screaming and jumping off and slapping at bugs that they can't kill, but you look for a second, and the guy that started all this, the one that Declan pissed off, he kind of slides down a drain pipe, and he's got in one hand, he's got the checkered flag, and he runs up the highway, and he stops here. So I'm just going to draw a black square. No, let's do it white. He stops. Basically, that is now the finish line. If you look at the top of the map,
Alrighty then.
and he's standing there slapping bugs and that, but he's waiting at the end. There's only the 2 of you left. So you are now going 50, but heading in the wrong direction. What are we doing?
Find out.
Go! 2 turn lefts, okay. And so, yeah, we're going to move. Well, let's do a turn. See, we'll do a turn left now. Boom. Because we got 2 of them, right?
Right.
So then we'll do our move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do another turn left. Oops. Which is sort of the wrong way. But that's all right. and then a turn right. So I wasn't looking. So then it's more like a fishtail. Like you get, and you're back heading straight up the road in exactly the right direction. Declan, using an item. You're
You're
muted.
muted.
There was a car alarm going off. And it was like, anyways.
No worries.
Now we need to get really serious, right? So what I got here is I have this cardboard box. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna poke 2 little holes in it, right? So you can see through it. I'm gonna put it on my friend Luella, right? Bam! Right over the top of her, just like that. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out my police siren. Yeah, bam! Right on top of the box. Now you don't mess with my girl, all right? She's gonna mess all you guys up. That's all. That's what I'm gonna do. That's it. That's all. Yeah. She's like a loud, red, screaming turtle. Yeah. In a box.
With a broom.
Sorry about the smell. And she's got a broom. Don't mess with her. She'll break your kneecaps.
Nope, don't want to mess with her.
After she cleans your kitchen. Figuratively, not literally. You don't want your kitchen cleaned by the Luella. Yeah, you know.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Good job, man. You broke Kevin.
That's it. That's all I
ever
do.
seen him play Gear? Ta-da!
Right.
He turns into the chef. Who's that one guy? Bam, bam, bam.
Oh,
Emerald.
the Emerald, yeah.
Yeah.
Bam.
And that leaves in the box with a siren and a red light, Luella. I'm betting that maybe what you want to do now might not have been what you were thinking to do a couple seconds ago. What would you like to do?
Nah, do
Yeah,
your thing. Do you.
Well, we've already established that the blue light makes people go slower, so obviously we're going to move faster now.
Yes, you
'Cause
are a
it's the
police
red
officer,
light.
so yes, yep.
And so Luella's going to move to the front of the car,
All right.
like on top of the dash-ish area.
Stick your head up so there's the blue light over there and now there's a red light in a box over on this side.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's
You
okay.
guys
She can see
gain,
because she's got eye holes in the box.
Yes.
Right.
And I got my broom.
Oh, with the broom, absolutely. There's the other 10 miles an hour right there. You guys speed up 20 miles an hour because you speed up 10 and then the broom pokes through one of the eye holes and then you speed up another 10.
I have a question.
Yes.
This car that we're right next to,
Yep.
that's actually something we can play with and blow it up?
Everything is something you can play with and blow up. Yes.
Awesome.
Speaking of blowing stuff up, let's go to our, hang on. Let me move the it's in midair just because. You look behind you and the Hummer's in midair.
It's okay. There's a spare tire there. That's just.
Right?
Yeah.
And while it's in midair, it's like, because it can't be something as cool as the.
Oh no, we got a landing
Dixie.
coming, but that's not till next round.
Oh, yeah.
Back to you guys. Put some numbers in there. Go. Wow, where did this start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 4s, a 5, and 2. Oh, 2 4s, a 5, and 2 6s. So using items, let's do Dave first.
I'm gonna toss the grappling hook
Okay.
and hook that wreck of a car
Okay.
and tie the end of the rope to the back of the nondescript off-road vehicle.
Yes. Excellent. So you're going to drag that behind you. Is the
Mhm.
plan. Excellent. Throwing that. How are you throwing it? Statistically speaking, how is this being done?
With sheer anger and malice. So it'll be the-
Just 2 hands over head, like you just
Sheer force of spite.
Yeah. Screw you, car! Ah! So it'll be a
ferocious
full-on-
attack with a grappling hook. It's an
Yeah.
actual attack with a grappling
Yeah.
hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 success. Yep.
Uh-oh.
That's
Gotcha.
about par for the course here.
This is going to be spectacular. Vola. At this point, we're not done completely yet, but at this point, the grappling hook goes out and hooks onto one of the pillars, the A pillar that holds the roof to the front of the car. It's hooked around that, and you're at that split second in time before the rope pulls tight. What would you like to do?
I was gonna throw the cigar at it.
At the parked car? Okay. Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. This works. So, let's move the truck first. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Gets you to there. But here's what actually happens. Dave, the hook catches... Oh, I don't think he's listening. We'll give him a second, because this is good.
He's
Let
there.
us know when you're back, man.
All right.
Okay, your grappling hook catches the car. You wrap the rope around your wrist and brace yourself. At which point, the car you're on just drives out from underneath you, and you are yoinked into midair on the end of this rope, kind of hanging there, Wile E. Coyote style. At that, that moment before he realizes where he is and he falls, you're kind of hanging there.
Hey, look
And
what I
then-
got!
And then you see this cigar fly through the air past you over your shoulder, and it goes right down. Actually, give me an alacrity roll, just because. Let's just do that.
Me?
Yes, please. Yeah, for throwing that cigar. Come on, dice. Come on, dice.
Oh jeez.
Your
Oh,
alacrity
no.
is there. Okay, yeah, that's
Wait,
okay.
no.
That,
I'm gonna give her my reroll.
you have a reroll. Okay.
I have a reroll. Roll
Yep.
the thing again. Do the
Yep.
thing. Make the thing happen. It's gonna happen.
All right, let's try this again then.
I already know it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See. That
You
happened.
you are about to throw it, and Declan goes no, and it pushes your shoulder, and you kind of yeah, but it makes the difference. And instead of going inside the car and lighting a fire, it goes right down the open gas pipe and into the gas tank, and there is a hellacious boom as this car explodes. And silhouetted against that, you see rapidly approaching you at extremely high speed, Dumpster Dave's back. Right back into the truck.
Oh, hey, Dave.
You're
Welcome
holding
back.
you're holding like this much piece of burnt rope.
Hey. Didn't
Classic
work so
Dave.
great.
I tried.
No, that's
Oh,
perfect.
no.
This way you didn't leave him behind.
That's excellent.
At that
Everything
moment,
worked out.
you guys you're looking back anyway to see this spectacle, and in the distance, the Humvee lands on top of the single tire, and it starts to roll. It's kind of unicycling down the road, but completely out of control, and it ends up here traveling at high speed.
Boing.
Oh my gosh.
I think you skipped Floopin.
Oh yes, we're not. Yeah, I just
Okay.
I remembered that and I forgot. I wanted to make sure I did it before I forgot. So that was Vola and Nick.
Then
That was you
Mr.
two.
F,
So
the F
we-
Meister, F
the F,
McGee.
Mr. F.
Yeah.
What would you like to do, Mr. F? You accelerated the car. Go up to 8.
And then
I'm having so much fun, I forget about the order. And then Luella
Luella,
you-
the red box raccoon.
and
Yeah.
Declan. You guys
Yeah.
are both up, yeah. So
Well,
who's going first?
I'm in a box, don't you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know that I'm going super fast. So
Yes.
while I'm on top of the dash, I'm gonna kind of look around and see if there's anything in front of me that would slow us down. On the dash.
Roll me an equipment, and we'll see what you find underneath the. Well, there you go. Behind the sunscreen, the sun visor that flips down. You're way up there, and you look out, and you pull it down, and thunk. There's a mobile phone, and it's
Yeah,
not
order us a
locked.
pizza.
Arm
you-
reaches out and slips, pulls it in, pulls it in the box.
Into the box.
Yep, and it is absolutely ready to go, functional. And you know phones.
Yeah.
You're a raccoon. Why
Yes.
wouldn't you know about a cell phone? I don't know. Declan, I think you're next. You're last.
Yeah. Is the paint? The paint's still the paint's still around here somewhere,
the red
right?
paint is
Yeah,
still
the
sitting
one
here,
that Floof had, fell out of his thing,
Yep.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take that, right? Pop the can off, and I don't even need a paintbrush. I mean, what am I? A savage? I just use my hands, right? I just
Right.
stick my hands in there and I start painting the box. I'm gonna paint the box
Excellent.
because
How are you painting the box? Which of the four?
Oh.
I want to see how well this finger painted box in a 70-mile-an-hour vehicle turned out.
I'm not as fast as I used to be. That's
clear.
Okay. But I'm gonna do something that my boy F over there showed me a long time ago, and I'm going to take that can of paint and I'm just gonna dump it on myself and roll on the box.
So that would be your rotundity then.
Oh, absolutely.
You are. Oh yeah, you are like a eight. I had to stop because I had to convert this to American.
Oh.
You are 18-pound paintbrush at this point.
Oh yeah, that happened. That is absolutely
did it
what
ever?
happened.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
You paint a perfect stripe over.
I
the
do
box.
I leap and do a little spin and just paint the entire inside of this car.
Everything. Yep. Everything except for 2 holes that line up exactly with the eye holes of the box so she can still see out. But
Oh,
other
yeah.
than that, yet the seats are red. All of you are red. The box is red. Oh, inside the box, though, Luella is probably not red inside the box, except right around the eyes.
No,
We've got
that's
in
okay.
the-
She's got the box and the box
Everybody
is red.
else is now a
Yeah,
bright
red
red
box.
raccoon dripping red paint.
Yeah.
The inside of the vehicle is red. The outside of the vehicle is red. Even the parts that were red that have been broken off are now, the remains are covered in red paint. So it's red again, so it's faster.
I don't even know how we could go faster.
Well, no,
Because
you can't
clearly-
because you just got to 10,
Clearly, we're
which
fast.
is as fast
Oh,
as, that's
no,
100 miles an hour again. And there's like literally a red mist behind you of paint. Like this, and I mean, let's stick with the idiom, right? It's, like you see the vehicle goes past and you see the shape of the vehicle and then it collapses. It's like an endless string of that.
Oh yeah.
As you guys scream your way up there, behind you, yeah, this one is right on the very edge of the road, on its way to crashing badly into the trees. Actually, about to crash into the exploding car in another turn or two. So, 100 miles an hour, wrong way, several fairly sharp corners coming up here. Suggested speed for that 90-degree corner is 4. You guys are going 10.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to take the corner.
Nobody,
Yeah.
I was just going to follow that up by saying no one said you had to follow the road. No one at any point has ever said you have to follow the road. What the hell happened to the finish line? Wow, that's impressive. Somebody did a whole checkered flag up there.
I tried my best.
Oh,
Floof, have a re-roll. That is amazing. Thank you. That is awesome.
Aw.
That is like is that Art Deco? Would that be an Art Deco checkered flag?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
yeah.
My
Let's
boy
go with
Floof.
that.
My boy
Wow.
Floof, the brains of the operation.
That is
Always.
staying. That's staying on this map. That's whoever plays this map ever again is going for that checkered flag. So you guys are going 100 miles an hour, and yeah, the road ahead of you is slightly crested. What would you like to do?
Oh yeah.
And if you got any big plans left, now would be the time. There's one corner between you and the end of this. So.
I know what's going to happen.
And go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. One sane vote for break. That's good. That's nice. Takes us down to 9. All right.
Well,
2,
it
3, 4,
lessens our
5,
chances
6,
of
7, 8, 9. You land perfectly on the other road.
Oh.
4s. Floof.
We landed perfectly on the other road because right before we came off of
Yep.
that, I climbed up on top and tied off my balloon to the roof, and I was like, "This will make a difference."
Yes. Yep. You were flying through the air and you were going to be short, and you actually were. You were going to be 5 feet short, and you take it off of you and attach it to the truck, which of course makes a difference. And yeah, that gives you the extra 5 feet. Perfect. So yeah,
Yep.
I love
Perfect.
it. And so give me a what chutzpah? What is it that made you think that would lift the? And remember, you get a reroll. So
I'm round and uplifting. It's round and uplifting. It's perfect.
inspired
Yeah,
by your
of
own
course.
rotundity, give me a roll.
Let's see. That is 4.
And your own internal floofiness. Take an extra die. Yeah, roll one
Oh
more.
no.
Oh,
But actually, you got to re-roll, and this time roll 5 instead of 4.
Okay.
definitely.
Let's do it. Yay!
Oh my.
There it is.
Better.
Okay. Yeah, you tie the balloon on and let go, and you kind of grin at it, and you guys just don't come down. You're 30 feet in the air, floating above the road, doing 90 miles an hour, hanging from one toy balloon. Luella.
I'm underneath the box still under the
Yeah.
box
Yeah.
with the phone.
Yep.
I'm gonna call the guy that's at the checkered finish line.
Okay. What are you gonna tell him?
I'm gonna say, clearly we won. Do you see us?
And you hear, you gotta get here. You're the only ones left running, but you gotta get here.
Maybe you gotta get here.
That's a good point.
And he starts running down the road towards you. I'm not going to move that beautiful flag, but he starts running down that road this way. He's going to meet you halfway. You guys are both headed for that same corner. Which leaves Declan and Dave, the only two with nicknames.
Yeah.
Danger Declan and Dumpster Dave. What are we doing?
Yeah. I still have this lead pipe, right?
Yep.
I'm
Sure.
gonna climb past this beautiful. Oh my God! Did you see this masterpiece of a box that's sitting on the dash right here? And it was
Right.
like I don't know. Anyways, I climbed right past it, out the windshield, and I put the pipe on the front of this car
So now it's
because
got
we need
3
to weigh
horns.
this thing down, right? So by putting that pipe there, I'm thinking in my little brain, right, that we're gonna tilt and we're gonna aim. We're gonna go spike first. We're gonna land on that finish line. We're gonna land right on it.
Like a dart.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna go straight into the ground.
The warthog is now a triceratops because you've added a
Yeah.
3rd horn. Yes.
And we're heavy enough
Uh,
to just go right into the ground.
That is a stunningly bold claim.
Oh yeah.
So what would you use?
Let me use my my boldness, right?
Yeah.
You know,
your
Grandmama used to always say,
chutzpah?
yeah, Grandma used to always call me. That was it. She couldn't really pronounce the rest of the words.
That was because she had an issue with phlegm, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there
3
we
successes
go.
out of 4. Yeah. You sail through the air. The front comes down, and the 3 horns are coming down. And you guys are coming out of the seats as you're falling forward. It hits the ground, and it just spring loads you, like just pitches the 5 of you just boing out of the back of the vehicle, all covered in red paint, cardboard box, one with a blue light, one with a red light, cigars suddenly back in place, iron pipes raining through the air behind you. The guy with the flag leaps forward and jams it into the ground just as you guys, one after another, no vehicle, it's still 50 feet back there, but just
got a
the
box.
raccoons in your box, the 5 of you come across the finish line, just poof, 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 into the mud and the dirt and the grime, but just past the finish line. And the guy just waves the flag and sticks it back in the dirt and looks at the 5. That was amazing.
Did Dumpster Dave find something before we finished?
Yes. You went looking for one more. Oh, you still had a 6. That's right. Yeah.
He's flying through the air like, oh yeah, cool.
Hey, what's this?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me what did you find on the way out?
He just grabs one of the
spare
tires
tire.
of the car.
It's just, yeah, one of the tires just boom.
uses it to help us with our landing.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Bounce.
Yeah, he wheelbarrow lands.
He just barked.
I'll take the fake beard and just like.
Maybe one of the ones from the
Glider
DeLorean.
in, yeah. Parasail in on the fake beard. I
The door
love
from
it.
the wheel from the DeLorean and it's glowing.
It's just,
Hey,
yeah, Dave's got a third arm.
Spit out a mouthful of mud and rocks and go, see what I tell you about. We have nothing to worry about. That was fine. We're okay. Look, see? And it's just like a wasteland.
Yep.
Oh, that was fun. Can we do that again?
The bugs
Yeah.
have eaten every single person on the top of the parkade. They have now come down the walls. They're starting to eat all the grass and everything. Like there's probably a world-ending plague of nuclear bugs that started.
Yeah. The
But
bullets are still raining
Wait
down.
a minute. We never found our car.
Good thing we have the box.
And a broom.
this
Oh,
here
hey,
tire.
and the
I was
guy
about to say
the guy that's running the whole thing says, "This might help," and he hands you a fob, and it's got a picture of a raccoon and racing glasses, and one
Was-
big red button.
Yeah, never seen it before in my life. What is
Oh,
that?
can I press
No,
the
none
button?
of you have ever. You push the button.
I want to push the
button.
button.
Oh no, what? No, yeah.
You
okay,
hear
can
in
push
the
button.
distance, in the highway to the north, you hear and
Ah, yeah.
roaring towards you is the raccoon race buggy,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
and it skids to a stop in front of you. There's like fingers still in the gap where whoever stole this paid a horrible price. It killed them, and it has come back to you when you press the button on the key fob, ready for the next in what is sure to be a long and illustrious career for the 5 most famous racing raccoons of all time.
Battle
There is
stations, everybody.
There is nothing left of this off-road vehicle but 3 spikes and a winch. Everything else is just metal shrapnel all over the field. The field is on fire because of the burning 2 exhaust jets out of the back. And he reaches down and hands each of you a check.
What is this?
Yeah, but what? Huh?
Yeah.
What do we do with these?
That's the money. That's the money you get for winning.
Oh yeah, Floof thought it was delicious.
Floof ate it?
Yeah, I dipped it in water and shoved it in my mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be green.
Here, Declan, maybe you know what to do with this thing.
Yeah, no, it's not shiny. What happened to the shiny things?
Oh, okay, yeah. Give me those back. Give me most of that one back. And he's like,
Nah.
yeah, Floof, he's, oh, God.
Yeah. Take the thing. Sorry about the car, but not really. Yeah.
And he turns to you and says, shiny things, right?
Yeah.
Shiny.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
He points at the tiny pieces left over from the nuked DeLorean. And I forgot to mention, the Humvee crashed into the burning hulk of the car, and it's now over there. The ammunition is exploding. You can have all the bits and pieces out of all of them if you want.
Yeah. Now we're talking. Right.
Yeah, we can
And-
upgrade the car.
And Luella holds up her finger and the box.
Yeah. Which is in
Oh,
perfect
yeah.
condition.
Can't forget the box.
All right, and the box.
Yeah.
Floof, you had something?
I just, I'm like, and I walk over to the car and I pull the hand out of it that was stuck in the grill, and I'm just like, I'm gonna call you Handy, and
Where's my pun damage?
That might come in handy.
Oh.
Handy.
And it's green.
You're fired, Robin.
Yes,
You're
it is.
fired.
It's undead.
Oh,
Yes.
wait.
And on that callback reference, whatever you want to call it, we are going to drop the ratty, bug-infested curtain on this evening's festivities. Oh
my gosh.
man, that was fun. Thank you so much, guys, for going crazy with me. I enjoyed that very, very much. This is the part where I get to pay you guys all back just a little bit by letting you promote what else you do and where else you would like people to come and watch you. By default, I guess, let's start with Sky and an organization that two of us are part of. Why don't you take it from there?
Hi, I'm Noctum Sky. I have my own YouTube under that name, but if you want to go see the stuff that Kevin and I and a lot of other people do, go check out Mercenaries of Mischief, either on YouTube or here on Twitch. We're live Mondays, Tuesdays, Sundays. We do a lot of D&D 5e, and we also are running a Deadlands game right now. So go check us out on YouTube, subscribe, and check out all our previous episodes as well. It's a lot of fun.
There was just a pretty significant YouTube video launch this week, was there not?
We had our Hero Forge stuff. That was what I forgot. We have Hero Forges that have been coming out on Wednesdays, and we had an episode where we built the Wiggler with Joe Cat himself, and that was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Like, we got surprisingly close. So yeah,
And I saw chat has had some fun with it on their own too. So he's wearing a lot less clothing than some of the ones that chat did.
Oh my.
Oh man, sitting. We'll just stay in the top row. On the other side of me, Robin, you do art in many places.
Yes.
Where can they find your stuff first? Your stuff first before you talk about the stuff that you do for me elsewhere.
My art is on my Twitter, Thunderscape7. That's where I'm most around the internet, and I post there when I can. And when I'm not just doing stuff for myself, I did the official character art for the Deadlands campaign that Kevin runs with Mercs of Mischief. Yeah. And I've done art for Ironsworn, which is on Thursdays on this channel. And yeah, and I also
and the wiki.
Yes,
for
and I
Ironsworn as
also
well?
am the lore master, lore librarian, collector for the Ironsworn wiki, which is in the. I think there's a link in the box below.
Yeah, there should be a link down below, and if there isn't, come to the YouTube, and we'll get you pointed in the right direction.
And that's just got all the information on our Ironsworn campaign. We're 13 episodes in, and things have gotten crazy.
It's gotten intense, yeah. Also in that campaign, but doing some other stuff as well, Austin.
Yes.
Yeah.
On Monday night, I play in a group composed of all DMs, which is a lot of fun. It's very, very challenging, but I play a cleric paladin of light who's a depressed absolute mess. Wednesday, I also play with Kevin, Robin, and Nick. I play a war wizard who is also a complete mess. And come see us also on Thursday, where me, Robin, and Kevin play Ironsworn together, where I get to be a royal asshole to everybody except for the animals that nobody plays.
Yes.
So.
I'm going to skip to the other corner because reasons. Nick, you stream yourself under Roosbar, right?
Yeah, where I play as a big mess.
That seems to be the theme around here now.
I'm a big mess.
Just
I'm
like that,
variety streamer. I play all sorts of stuff as fits my mood or as requests. A lot of it's really all it is just a place to hang out, chat, have fun, be cool with each other. It's more about that than it is about the game. So yeah, if anytime anybody wants to come hang out, you're more than welcome to.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, and just look him up, Roosbar on Twitch. He's on lots of nights.
Yeah, twitch.tv/Roosbar.
There it is. And then last but definitely not least, I started with this. I'm going to end with this. The bravest.
Wait, you didn't
person...
go, did you?
No, no, you're right. I didn't. Let's do me first. I'm Kevin. This is 3020
does that?
We did a thing. On Mondays, I play Guy on Too Many Warlocks. On Tuesdays, I run Deadlands. Wednesday, I run the game for 3 of these people. Thursday, I run the game for 2, well, with 2 of these people and another person. Fridays we do, every single 4 of you I play with at least one other night a week, which is why I really enjoyed this. This was a chance to kind of cross some groups. It was really a lot of fun. And then Fridays for the next at least 4 more weeks, we're going to be doing this with various people, various games, and all kinds of fun. So check all those things out. And now, the bravest person at this virtual table. Never streamed before.
Never.
Didn't know any of us. Never played Crash Pandas. Responded to a "Hey, come play with us" request online from a stranger.
Because I'm just that crazy.
And came here and blew the doors off the place. Vola, Smasher, in all your glory, thank you. That was wonderful. And
I enjoyed this.
Oh, I'm glad. Do you, you said, do you
have an online presence?
Any online presence at all? Yeah, that's the phrase I was looking for. Or plan on having one in the future?
I mostly have an RPG that I have. It's a Bleach themed RPG called Dark Souls.
Okay.
I believe. And well, you can just look for us on Discord. We have our own Discord, and we can also point you in the direction, or you can also try and find it online. But I'm the head of the team that runs that site there.
Excellent. Nice. Well, again, thank you again. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. I had a friggin' blast. I had a really good time. Anything anybody wants to add before I go into the close?
No, I'm sorry. It was Bleach: The Darkness Within.
That's what
The Darkness Within.
What,
all right. Okay.
What's next week, Kev?
Oh, next week is Honey. Oh, next week is Honey Heist. Oh, next week is Bears in Hats at a convention. So, yeah.
Who's running that one?
On the quest, I'm not going to tell anybody who's in it because that's part of the surprise. Not even everybody that's in it knows who else is in it. So that's my fun. So yeah, join us next week. There will be bears at a convention trying to find the very best honey in the world. And thank you for that reminder. And with that, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this week I got 7 thank yous. One for Robin, one for Sky, one for Austin, one for Vola, one for Nick, one for everybody watching on Twitch, and one for all you future people watching on YouTube. I really hope you guys all had as much fun as I did tonight. Thank you so much. Good night.